Welcome to the Planescape, where good and evil clash, where law and order maintain their delicate balance. The battleground for gods and monsters. Many heroes have written their legends in the stars of the astral sea, but these are not their stories. The Aspera and her crew, Kyana, Vhas, Virla, and Dani, may not be the stuff of legends yet, but they're definitely rolling with difficulty.
Hello and welcome to our little planes hopping D&D campaign, folks. My name is Austin, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and as always, I am joined by my fearless fighters facing their final frightening foes. Say hello, everyone.
Hey, what's up?
It's gonna be great. We're all having a very good time.
We're
amazing.
So good.
Anxious. Welcome to the penultimate episode of Campaign 1 of Roll with Difficulty. Before we get started and see what horrors lie in store, I'm going to toss it over real quick to Sophia. Tell us about some of our friends doing similarly awesome things.
Yeah, and I'm going to catch the ball and start dribbling it down the court. And as I'm going, bobbing and weaving, space jamming, I'd like to give a special shout out to our buddies over at Mage Hand High Five. Stick around to the mid-roll to hear more from them and check out another awesome actual play. Usual stuff. We've also got a Patreon. We've also got a Discord. Head over there, chat with other fans, check out the fan art, look at all the extra stuff over on Patreon. And I kind of want us to just get to this because this is stressful for everyone involved. So I will continue to dribble my way down the court. At 3-point line, I'm going to stop, do a little shot, and we'll see if it goes in or not.
Have we never done basketball before?
I'm sure I have, but I can't be bothered to go back and see. I don't keep a list, you know? This comes from my heart.
The thing is, if we've done it before, it doesn't matter because it's only the last 3 minutes that count. So, and with that mercifully out of the way, with no further ado, when last we left our heroes,
that's us.
You had descended the abyss. You assaulted the Dreadnought.
We did.
You fought your way through the frontline guards, past the growing new fleet, past the wreckage of the fight against the inevitable that had sought to prevent this breaking of another cosmological law, through the pool, the tadpole pool. You had fought the vivisector and destroyed the enucleator, but not before using it to augment yourselves. Horrors have been faced, enemies defeated, new abilities gained. You've taken a short rest here on the ship to recover what stamina you can before the final push. As we stand here in the vivisector's laboratory, all of you recovered. Only one way forward.
The only way to go is up.
Here's the Aspera. Are you ready?
No. But we've never been before, so that's gonna stop us.
Oh. Yeah.
Is it a hole in the ceiling again? Do we need to figure out the logistics of that, or?
It is.
No, it was a hole in the ceiling, yeah.
It is a hole in the ceiling. So, as you stand, is there any final preparations anyone would like to undertake before however you're going to get to the top of this ship?
I would like to expend a second level spell slot to summon the cannon in its Force Ballista form.
Okay. After an hour, the cannon disappears and you re-summon it. In addition, a quick bit of housekeeping. Yes. Dani does have her spell storing item, and this is, as we deemed, not a thing Dani would forget about as much as her player may. So, for her Artificer feature spell storing, she has taken Vortex Warp, I believe.
Yes, I've put 10 charges of Vortex Warp into a small item.
That's ridiculous. Who could possibly need 10 castings of anything?
Well, if we have to get up somewhere high.
That's actually...
Oh yeah,
just,
no, that
I'm
works.
the only one who can't get up.
Assuming that it's only 120 feet up.
And I don't have to be the one to cast Vortex Warp if I give the item to someone else. So someone who could fly up and then just pop the three of us up there.
Isn't it only like a 120 foot range though?
I mean, how tall is this tube?
That's what I'm asking.
Are you ready to find out?
I guess.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
You
actually.
all... Yeah. Any other preparations?
How big is the doorway?
How big is the doorway into the vertical shaft, or how big around is the shaft?
Both, I suppose.
Give me one sec. The shaft is 3 by 3. It's circular, but it's 3 by 3 squares. It's 15 feet on each diameter, so it's a huge space.
I spent a lot of time in my like young D&D life clowning on Tensor's floating disc, but this might be the one situation where it actually would be a pretty viable spell.
I don't think Tensor's floating disc can actually carry a person.
What is even the point of Tensor's floating disc?
Or is it just like it just kind of hovers
I'm
on
just
the ground
thinking
so
of
you can
because
carry
in
like
like second edition and shit, you
Floating
had to
disc
carry your
floats
gold out of
behind you
dungeon.
and carries objects. Sorry,
Oh, so this is to replace hirelings. I see.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Red,
weird
you
utility
are
spells.
1000% correct. It was invented because they didn't want to keep hiring hirelings. Thank you, Tensor.
Wow.
But Austin, what you're saying is that the hole perhaps is big enough for a giant dragonfly.
It would be big enough for a giant dragonfly. I think it's a large creature.
Save yourself a fly spell, Kyana.
I can't do it anyway. My
Well, there
shoes
we
are
go.
on cooldown.
I'll go and I'll scout it out. I'll make sure that we can use the vortex warp, if you'll allow me, Dani. And I just kind of
Yeah, here's a
hold my hand out.
definitely not goop covered wrench for you.
All right.
Why would you keep it in the same pocket as Goop?
Everything's in the bag of holding. I imagine it gets mixed in. Let me just make sure 100% that someone else can use this item. I'm 90% sure.
I believe you're right. But I've never played a high-level artificer, so what do I know?
Yeah, it just says a creature, so you're good.
Cool.
Using
Yes, I am attuned to the improved Staff of the Clockwork Storm. I have like so many magic items, it's hard to keep track. But yes, I am attuned to it right now. Okay. Yeah, so I'll expend 4 charges. I'll turn into a giant robotic mechanical dragonfly, and with the wrench, I'll fly
Just don't
up
go
very
further than
carefully.
90 feet from us, or else you can't use the spell.
It has to be within 90 feet of you.
Of whoever you're casting it on, yeah.
Oh, the range is 90 feet, I see.
Not for nothing, but I can walk up the inside of the wall. So,
That's fair.
like, I can get up.
That's
It's
true.
fine.
Kyana can get up, and you could carry 2 people, because I think you're a large creature, so you could carry 2 people on your back if you'd like.
I'm allowed
Well,
to.
I
The thing
guess
has
that
been
solves
more
that then.
mechanically complicated in this campaign than ascending or descending
Ascending
a long
and
pit.
ascending and descending are our goals.
Yeah.
I don't think I count as a large creature.
when you fall,
Yeah.
I think that's something else. Right, I
Dragon
think so.
Claw,
I've
yeah.
got the gauntlets, but they
I was
just
talking
affect
about
my
the
strength
dragonfly
score.
as a large creature.
Oh, that, yes.
So could one of us
Yeah, I
get
mean,
on the
so it can carry
dragonfly, or could the dragonfly carry 2 people if it's carrying
I think
Virla?
what Austin said, it can. Yeah.
So why don't we
Okay.
have Kyana carry someone, and then the other person get on the dragonfly with Virla, and then we can just all go as a group instead of worrying about the vortex warp thing.
Yeah. I'll do that then.
Maximum efficiency.
Okay.
I'll go with Virla.
Virla, you polymorph yourself into a large clockwork dragonfly. Dani climbs onto your back, and Kyana, however you would like to carry Vhas. Your boots, though, are sticky, so you will not have any problem climbing.
Sweet.
Ascend.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. You go up. The way below you is shut off, and as you climb higher, again, the living surface of the ship itself closes a door behind you. Iris is closed, a membrane blocking your way down.
Okay, that's good. We didn't leave
Up
anyone
higher,
there.
you pass open doors where you can look in and see more twisting hallways, the internal structure of this large shell that makes up the like cone-like shell that makes up the body of the Dreadnought here, where most of the rooms are. As you walk past, you see pods that can only be used for the processes of ceramorphosis. currently empty. Higher. You come to the peak of the ship. You can see the top of this shaft above you now, well within reach, and light pouring through. You crest over the top of this lip, and I will tell you what you see.
Bad my time. Let's go.
You reach this top floor, the pool helm of the Dreadnought. The walls twist and worm as tentacles like giant cilia react to your presence. Glassy orbs on the wall shed dim light and cast shadows as strangely humanoid shapes float within them. And across from you, you see the pool, in front of which stands the master of it all, Progenitor Sedoyum. The cerebrum and the omniscience is a bloated thing, hunched over from the weight of the swollen brain adhered to its back. Its tentacles long drag across the floor as it is stooped over from the weight, and as you enter, it turns to appraise you, straightens slightly, and levitates off the ground, psionically holding the bulk of its weight. The brain peels back with a wet squelch sound, tendons that were holding it popping as it goes, and then it falls into the pool behind it with a gentle splash, the viscous fluid far too thick to be water. I will show you the room you've entered.
Chat needs to know the face journey we all went through hearing that.
Just like chat.
Oh, sorry.
Old habits.
The folks at home.
Live stream much? Yeah, it's okay. You didn't call the podcast Critical Role, so you're off the hook.
I'm being bullied for YouTubing.
You may place yourselves on the map directly in front of the hole, which closes as membranes shoot across and fill in the gap, creating a membranous floor there. So you can clearly see the hole, but it is considered floor for the duration.
Hey, Austin, I don't like any monsters that has anything vaguely similar to the word excrement.
I need the cannon. I need my boy.
As you cast around, you see that the room is dominated largely by the Progenitor here. However, there are on the wall, along with the tentacles, you see there are what look like very similar to the flesh meld, whatever it was called, that you fought in the last episode, that large collection of mouths. The same are connected to the walls here. They are adhered to the walls. These must be the successful versions of the thing that you fought in the last room.
Oh, so that was a failure. Cool.
Those were the failures. These are the successes.
They're the successes, and they're called excremus.
That guy talked a lot of smack for being the boss of the loser squad. Okay.
He made them all. The losers and the winners. The
Well, at least
Progenitor
he's a decent parent.
straightens fully with the weight now off of its back and addresses you.
Oh boy.
Psionically, you feel the presence in each of your mind. Interlopers.
Everyone keeps calling us that.
I should thank you. You prove that weakness has not yet been flushed from our species. But it will be. Turns to Vhas. You betrayer. Foul failure. Your power runs deep, though. We think. We will suck the magic from your marrow. Addresses Dani.
G'day.
We have learned so much from you and your ilk. What secrets do you have that we may exploit? We will burn them from your brain.
Looking for secrets, he's talking to the wrong member of the Aspera crew.
Don't mention Egan, man. That's not in good taste.
So uncool.
Addresses Kyana.
Haunting the narrative. Oh.
You. A mistake of the highest kind.
The vivisector deserved his fate for having created you. You will be burned, mind and body. Your disastrous lineage ended.
Turns to Vila.
And you. I am told by our associate, without you this would not have been possible. You discovered the secrets to our victory. You will be remembered fondly in our many years of triumph to come.
No, insult me like the rest. Don't lump me in with you.
Here's the Aspera. I'd like for you to please roll initiative.
Oh boy.
All right, mates, here we go.
Yeah, earlier I was like, I don't feel like I need to puke. This is fine, but
Yeah, no, this is,
methinks I have misjudged the situation.
Oh, boy.
Aim for the brain. Aim for the brain.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
I got an 18.
Hey.
Fantastic.
Daniel kind of like lower her voice as he's doing this whole speech thing, like, does everyone else see the giant elder brain and the thing behind him? Remember how these spelljammers tend to work in terms of being able to move and function?
Like, it was like, oh my gosh. Boss, that initiative.
Yeah,
How
sorry
did
about
that
the
happen?
one.
No.
That's, hopefully that's the only one we roll tonight.
I'm
Get him
like
out now.
torn
Get
between.
him out of the way now.
Yeah, just
Oh,
get
no.
out. Yeah. It's
And
fine.
just-
That means if anybody goes down early, I got them.
True.
Yeah.
If any of us get fully one-shotted.
Exactly.
It's certainly
Yes,
possible.
indeed. You'll notice that there's an elder brain listed on the initiative and is in the corner of the map. That is to mark the lair actions. There is no true elder brain aboard this ship. Progenitor Sedoyum is master Mindflayer and elder brain, one organism, though separate.
Okay.
So we can only attack the progenitor. There's not like, because you said the brain slid off him into the pool.
Perhaps the brain can be attacked, but I want to make it clear that when it says elder brain there's not an elder brain stat block. It is a lair action that does not have a full creature stat block.
So how's everybody doing tonight? We all feeling good? Hydrated?
I'm good.
Well rested in our lane?
Had a good meal, took a small nap.
Nap would have been good.
Yeah. no,
Destroyed my
that
voice
was amazing.
already by doing this.
Progenitor Serdoyum's gonna be talking a lot less shit just because it's too hard on the throat.
So
You'll just have to imagine the evil monologue.
Just start talking.
one must
like
imagine the monologue's evil. We have coming in for initiative with an 18 Virla
Yeah.
Come on,
with
Virla.
a 17 Dani, with a 16 Kyana,
Rolled an 8.
with a 4 Vhas.
Right at the bottom.
There's one in every party.
Lair action on initiative count 20, and coming in at initiative count 15, Progenitor Sorduyo.
Okay.
Are the excrements mouths their own entities, or
Excrements mouths are part of the scenery, part of the decoration. Well, not part of the scenery. They can do things. They do not have creature stat blocks. They are hazards on the battlefield.
oh, I see. So if I were to target
But
them,
they need to be tokens because they can move. So
I see.
Oh, they can move. I was gonna ask.
yes.
Okay. So you can like
Okay,
still.
well.
It would still be beneficial to like target them, if.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can absolutely target them. They have an AC and hit points, but they don't have like a bunch of abilities. They don't have like a bunch of stats, for example.
I
Right.
gotta say, I really appreciate that swirly texture on the floor. It's very
Right?
pleasing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the whole room is like not quite flat. It's organic,
Yeah.
almost like abalone. It's not.
I was gonna say it's like
not,
evil abalone.
It's not shimmery like that, but it's like kind of rippled the surface.
Wavy.
Okay. Then, with no further ado,
Oh, can't stall them anymore.
Time for the pain.
lair action. The elder brain glows, the cerebral processor, and both excrements mounds are going to move along the wall, and they have to remain attached to the wall, and that is going to end the lair action.
That's
You
it.
watch as these mouths, just the flesh of the thing moves and shapes, just like you saw before with the eye that was in the wall, fully didn't just close, but like vanished. The biology of this ship is fluid, is plastic, and so these mouths just move closer. And that brings us to, for the first time ever in initiative, Virla. Virla, as you start your turn within 5 feet of an excremus mouth, I would like you to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, here it is.
Man.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah.
When you were like, is that it? I was like, is this all you can conjure, Saruman?
Okay. 13.
When you start within 5 feet, that is a failure.
Dang it.
You are going to take, you take 21 points of piercing damage.
What? Okay.
And,
What on that
and you are
entity
swallowed.
Yeah, there it is.
What on that entity is sharp that would give me piercing damage?
Teeth! It's full of teeth!
It's made of
Okay,
teeth.
all
Got
right.
big pointy teeth.
Tis a
Okay.
mouth.
Fantastic. So, you are bitten, swallowed. Fortunately, you take acid damage at the start of your turn, which it is not. Virla, what would you like to do? You are blinded and restrained.
Do I remember my position such that I can target the progenitor from inside the excremus mouth?
Did just get eaten.
Please get
Are you
out
going to
of
try
the
to lightning
mouth.
bolt?
I'm gonna lightning bolt through the excremus mouth and hope, ideally
That'd
to
be
the
cool.
progenitor.
Oh, could
I'm going
be
to say
so
make me
cool.
an investigation check, DC 15, just to keep your bearings.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. That's
Come
fair.
on, Virla.
Yeah, you don't want to get the twisties.
Well, that's a natural 1.
Okay, so we're gonna give it a. If you want to lightning bolt, I'm gonna give it a flat 25% chance you can hit him because you still vaguely remember the direction he's in, but you are blind. So if you want to try and lightning bolt him, first off, you can definitely hit the guy you're inside of. But we're gonna roll a d20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hit him. I guess we could do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Roll high is better.
So rolling
but
higher feels
for,
better.
Not
For
gonna-
you, Noir, we
Yeah.
might want to make it low. If
I'm not gonna play that. Plan B.
Okay.
Bonus action. Move Bing in the path of the progenitor.
Do you still have the dragonfly? If we rode up here on it?
I had assumed that
You
I
were
had
the dragonfly,
on,
I thought.
I would
on
s-
dragonflied.
That was. You know what? I would say. Yeah, let's be. Do you think you would have undragonflied? You can't
I would
cast
have
spells or
absolutely.
anything. You have the
Yeah.
intelligence of a dragonfly when you're a dragonfly, so you think you would have.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
realize that
Then
Willow was the
that seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Cool. You bonus action
Alright.
move Bang.
And action lightning bolt hit the progenitor through Bing.
Oh my god, get out of
Okay.
the mouth.
I can go out anytime I want to.
It's happening again.
It's the cage again.
Oh,
Keeps
God.
happening.
Mess you up.
You know
I rolled a
what?
one.
Yeah, I mean,
also
this is
rolled a one.
this is the big guy. This is kind of it.
Well, we haven't
7th
seen
level
Dexter yet,
lightning,
not to,
channel divinity. I know, but like he's not
You
worth
just know
my
he's
7th level
clinging to the
spells. I feel
ceiling.
like this is
Okay.
also a bit more serious in the grand scheme of things. I do have like a vendetta, but I'll bust out the really big gun for this one. So 7th level lightning bolt, channel divinity, just dump it all.
Okay. Jesus Christ. So here we go. Dexterity saving throws. That's a natural 4.
Nice. There we go.
Nice.
Good.
So that is
Does he-
12d6.
12d6. Does he just use... It sucks to use it on damage,
Yeah.
but does he just need to use a legendary resistance? Anyway.
Either way, I'm taking some resource from you.
Yeah, fuck ass shit. Yeah, we're gonna burn it right off the bat.
Boo.
Okay. That's 1.
So in your map, you do have a elder brain depicted here, even though you said that the
Yep.
progenitor was would that
That
hit?
is also going to take damage.
cool.
There we go.
Sorry, how much damage is that? I don't think you told me. You
72.
just said it was a bunch of d6s. How much?
72?
72.
72. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was 1.
Oh, the giant brain doesn't have legendary resistances?
72 is halved to 36 for him, though, because he did succeed.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so...
It's
minus-
dexterity save.
Whoop.
It just flattens in the middle and the lightning bolt goes over the top.
Jesus Christ.
The
He
hemispheres
does,
split
this guy does
like
not
the
have any
Scooby-Doo
of
car.
those legendary resistances. The brain is very vulnerable.
Cool.
Okay, that is the end of your turn, Virla.
Yep.
Okay, you guys watch as Virla immediately gets swallowed into the wall, and Bing rolls into place and unleashes the largest lightning bolt you have seen Virla unleash to date. The entire room goes from purple to silver as the lightning strikes through the progenitor and the brain. And that was bad, so he's going to take his first villain action.
Yeah, attack me, why don't you?
You gotta stop getting eaten by
so this
things
is
and then go
so
in.
this is good for you, Virla. This is good for you, Virla, because he cannot see you. Each creature that the progenitor can see within 60 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
It's always
Boy,
wisdom.
oh boy.
Are you shitting me? Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom,
okay.
please, from Dani, from
Come on,
Kyana, from
Natural.
Vhas.
Oh my god! 2 natural 20s.
Damn!
Spread that.
Can
You
I-
gotta spread those out. You gotta
I
spread
didn't
those
do it
out,
on
dude.
purpose. Can I like deflect this back on him because I'm just so cool and it's the last second to last episode?
No.
Double nats. Let's go.
What'd you get, Vhas?
I rolled a nat 19 for a total of 18.
Okay, and Dani?
I rolled a 16, and I'm gonna use my reaction to Flash of Genius to bring that up to 21.
Okay. The
Oh, yeah, my
DC
total
was
was 25.
19, so Vhas fails.
Oh.
Okay, in that case, I will use my favored by the gods, because I have a feeling this is going to be real bad, to add 2d4 to that.
Okay.
Minimum of 2. So
it's gonna.
You're gonna
would
you
succeed.
you do succeed as you
Yes.
reach down into that heroism. You are not affected by the mind blind
Great.
this time.
All of these
Okay.
attacks, like we've had for Omninog,
Going
has
into
like
the mind
time prison
blind.
energy.
Yeah.
Time prison.
Oh god. Oh,
I'm getting closer and closer to being an episode of Cyber Chase.
Oh no.
Okay, that brings
like
us to
80s
Dani.
hacker energy.
Nothing happened?
Dani, what would you like to do?
Great. Alrighty. I can't cut Virla out, so Dani will turn to people with swords. Let's get the robot. And I'm gonna use my bonus action, have the cannon, and fire on the progenitor. Does an 18 hit?
Does an 18 hit the progenitor? It just hits the progenitor.
Good.
Good
That's
to
valuable
know.
information.
Learning. Alright, so that's gonna be 3.
Learning. Bet you weren't expecting a reference to X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
Oh god.
E.T.
Or whatever it's
I
called.
thought, but that too.
3d8 plus 5.
Does he say learning in that movie?
You know what? I think it was just the tone that made me think E.T.
7, 7, 2.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac says it like E.T. It's
I
crazy.
know, I
That movie
remember.
sucks.
It's 21 points of force damage, and he gets pushed 5 feet back.
Into the soup.
There's a wall there, so he's not pushed back. But you said it's 21 points?
Yep. And then Dani will step right behind the cannon, and I will use my action to fire on him with a firebolt.
Okay.
Just damage.
Does a 22 hit?
You know it does.
Great. Let me get my d10s out.
She just wants to hear you say it.
I do want to hear Austin say it.
Ow.
3d10 plus the artificer d8. 19 points of fire damage.
Okay, that is not too shabby.
And Dani will sort of just stand there, because I have a feeling these guys have a 10-foot reach, and I don't want to invoke any opportunity attacks.
All right, that ends Dani's turn. We've already done a villain action for this round, which brings us to Kyana.
Come on, Kyana.
Okay, captain's orders. I'm gonna sidestep, sliding tile puzzle my way into where Dani just was. Okay, first things first. Bonus action. I'm gonna spend my 2 key points to get my full body of the astral self out, which, as part of it, does mean that this bad boy needs to make some kind of save. Hold on, let me find it. Yes, needs to make a dex saving throw, DC 18.
The Excremus Mouth?
Yes, the one on the right.
Excremus Mouth is part of the ship, and I believe automatically fails these.
Part of
Oh,
the ship,
no.
Part of the crew.
Then I
Hell yeah.
Yep, he is going to. The Excremus Mouth is going to automatically fail.
Cool. Then it's going to take 2d8 force damage before I even smack it. Which is only 5, but that is still damage.
Okay, 5 force damage, and
yeah.
hey, that's for free. You take that for free, kid.
I take that for free. Okay, so that was my bonus action. For my action, I'm going to hit it twice with the Greater Silver Sword.
Hell yeah.
Man, I can't wait to eat Vhas when his
Don't.
turn comes up.
No.
None of us taste good. Like, I don't know. Dani is cigarettes and diet soda. Virla is made of metal. Vhas just got blood.
Hey, boss,
I finally have blood now. So
does a 26
I'd like to
hit?
keep that.
26 hits it so many times.
Yay!
Dani and I taste has like the scent of eau de troll.
Oh, yeah. That is 12 slashing damage.
The silver sword, you do have to be within 5 feet, remember.
Oh, I can't use it with my...
Your arms don't get to use the silver sword. No, your regular flesh arms have to use the silver sword. Your astral arms are very specifically for unarmed strikes. It is deliberately in the text.
Fine. You really want
Rules
me
is
to be
written.
able to get that make that deck save thing. Fine, I'll move closer.
It's
so I
only
can smack
it's
it.
only when you start your turn within 5 feet of them.
So you
Okay,
can move back.
great. I'll remember to move back. I guess we'll find
Okay.
out what its range for opportunity attacks is. So on that first hit, that was 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And second hit, hopefully. Second attack, anyway. Ugh. 14?
14 will hit.
Good.
Okay,
That means
good.
unless I crit fail, I can't miss. Because that was a 2. And that is 17 slashing damage on the second hit.
This thing is extremely fucked.
Ooh,
Virla,
okay.
you feel...
Love
No, I'm
that.
just kidding. You don't hit him.
Just sword stabs through right in front of your
Virla's
face.
like wiggling inside, like
You do
trying to
start to
avoid
see...
it.
Like the Urukai being birthed from the earth, you see, you start to see the,
How
fleshy
many Lord of the Rings
stomach
references can we
that
get in
Virla
one
is,
episode?
pushing up against inside
and
of.
then I'm gonna jog 5 steps back because I used my bonus action to summon, so I can't attack again.
Cool.
Yeah.
There was no opportunity attack from this creature.
Oh, crazy. All right.
That,
That
it
is
can't
my
make attack
turn.
rolls. It just passively eats people. All right, that brings
know.
us to the Progenitor's first turn.
Bad for us.
It's moving into melee range.
Why does
What's wrong with
everything
this
have to be in
guy?
Why is
melee
it coming
with
so
me?
close? Yeah,
He is going to make 2 tentacle attacks against one against Dani and one against Kyana.
What range is he?
His tentacles have 15-foot reach.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I said they were long.
It's a long boy. Like a squid.
Okay. Here we go. Against Dani is
unwieldy, though.
just a 13. I rolled really badly.
Doesn't hit.
Against Kyana, that is a 29.
I think you're just gonna get me with that one.
Sheesh. Okay.
The opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. The dice giveth,
Almost
but
crit
they take
fail,
away.
almost crit success. Cool. So the good news is this is psychic damage.
Oh, great.
Hooray.
So you're in the clear.
The bad news is I rolled gangbusters.
Shoot.
18 plus 11 is 29 plus 6 is 35 points of psychic damage.
Does that have?
Half to 17 because you're resistant.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Not
you
bad.
are grappled, Kyana.
Ow,
You
my
are grappled in
brain.
place.
Okay.
Then he is going to manifest a power. He's going to use Flay. His eyes light up, and he's going to fucking Cyclops beam you guys with
this like
prismatic energy.
Talent nonsense thing.
I need Vhas, I need Kyana, and I need Dani to make intelligence saving throws, please.
Okay,
Oh,
int.
no.
Int is good. I have a plus 11 to this.
Okay.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Boy, do I not have enough dice.
I can't see anything.
18.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, 15-foot cone is going to hit all of you. Sorry, okay, so Dani got a 22, that's a success. Vhas,
19 again.
19.
Yeah.
19 is the DC. You will save against this.
I
And
got
Kyana?
an 18.
Okay.
Oh, sorry to hear that, champ.
Yeah, me too.
So, okay, the good news is, though, you're all going to take half damage because Dani and Vhas succeeded, and you are resistant.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
we're just going to roll this on lines. Too many dice for me.
Oh, God.
Too many.
always,
Don't say it like that.
that's all-
Why
Is
would
this psychic damage again?
This is psychic damage. It's 36 points of psychic damage, which
Jesus.
have to 18 for all of you.
you? Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
I gotta
my
hook that
brain.
potion.
Woo. So psychic
Um,
is not one of the energy types I can deflect now.
Then he is going to bonus action grappling jaunt. He and each creature grappled by him, which is only one, teleport up to 30 feet to an occupied space he can see. So,
Where's he
let's
putting
see,
me?
we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he'll bring Kyana over with him,
No, I need to get.
keeping you
out
15
of there.
feet away and
Aw,
grappled.
cowardly.
Okay.
This is... He's got an intelligence of 22. He can tell exactly how far away you can punch something from. His reach is 15.
Oh,
So-
he's doing the equivalent of putting your hand on top of the little kid's head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
And the cool part is it's going to work.
This indignity.
Fantastic. That brings us to... Give me 1 second. I need to move these guys. The guys you didn't see.
There's guys. Oh, fucking Dexter. He's here
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
I know it.
Ew, the hell are these things?
You guys watch as the orbs that I described had the shadows within them open. Little, like those little blob circles pop out,
God, are
split
they gonna
open,
keep spawning?
and forced Ceramorph Mindflayers, so unfinished Mindflayers, like the process of Ceramorphosis has been sped up to create these, are birthed out. They're called the Grey Warpers. There are 10 of them, and they are minions.
Okay.
Not the hugest fan of this.
This is the consequences of waiting an hour short rest. He had the time to force grow 10 minions.
Yikes. They speedran that shit.
Yes. So we're gonna go one. Hold on. What's their movement?
Come on.
If I was a smarter
Attack me.
man, I would have this up and
Release
Get in the
me.
worm. Get in the worm.
Get in the worm.
They can move 30 feet. so
Technically,
that's
they are
fine.
within 5 feet of the guy. He should be eating them.
A sinless worm.
But they don't start their turn.
They didn't
within-
start their
well,
turn in
no,
front of the.
Some of them did,
Yes.
but
I'm in danger. Oh god.
30
If the DM
feet.
TPKs us
Kyana.
in the first 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave.
Actually, this one's gonna stay over here and group these ones. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, fantastic. So, the first attack. When an enemy within 5 feet of 3 or more whelps makes a saving against a psionic power, they have a penalty. So keep that in mind. Other than that, nope, that's the mind killer whelps.
Mind killer whelps.
gotta hack into the. we gotta
There
hack
they
into the
are.
mainframe
That was
for
you fought the
mind
whelps in the
killers.
last encounter. And you
Oh,
destroyed
okay. Those are.
Oh,
okay.
those
The
are the
new
Okay.
fourth
Here
guy.
we go.
entering.
Different ability. They're each
Okay.
They're each going to use phase chance. So 3 against Vhas, the very first one. Here we go. So that is 24 to hit Vhas.
That'll hit.
That is 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
no
no!
Oh,
Oh, dearie
no.
me!
He's good at these. He's fine. He's gonna be okay.
Oh, no. Okay, that's a 16 plus 9, 25.
He's be just fine.
Huge success, not to worry. The second, they are going to make... these have a range of 60 feet, so they're going to make a phase chant ranged attack against Dani. Made by 3 of them, so that is 23 to hit Dani.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you take 12 points of psychic damage,
Ow.
and I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
All right, charisma is a 19.
That is a success. And Kyana, we've got
Yeah.
one attack coming against you. This is plus 10, that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that gets me.
You take 16 down to 8 psychic damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Yeah, I have advantage on these, but only a +1. But that's another natural 20, so 21.
There we
Okay,
go.
you do not fall victim to the phase chant.
Good, I didn't want to find out what that did after our 2 most charismatic teammates just breezed through it.
Aw, I'm one of the most charismatic by default.
All right,
The best
that brings
kind
us
to
to Vhas. Vhas, I need you to make a
Vhas,
dexterity
Vhas,
saving
Vhas,
throw,
Vhas.
please.
All right, mate. Keep your teeth where they are. And yeah, that's great. That's a 17. Dex
7.
save.
Yeah, you are. Wait, nope, that's not true. The DC is 19. You are swallowed by the excrements.
I thought I remembered that from last time.
Yeah.
You take.
Fucking kidding me.
I was like, that's such a good roll. No way he's going to get eaten. Give me one
Alas.
sec.
Okay, this is very interesting.
They got our V.
15 points of
dudes.
piercing damage, and you are swallowed.
Ooh.
Okay.
Keep
You are
eating,
blinded and
boys.
restrained while inside of the creature.
Can he still like? What does restraint do again? I keep forgetting.
I'm looking it up because I also need to figure that out.
Restrained is disadvantage on
Attack rolls.
and attack rolls
Dex
against
save.
him have advantage, but he has full cover right now, so no one
Yes.
can actually hit him with an attack roll.
Okay.
In some ways, this is kind of optional for Virla.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a
except for the fact
bubble
it's gonna
of a
start
different
digesting
name.
you.
I
about
need
2
to
seconds.
see you guys to do anything.
Yeah, please get out of the mouth if you can.
I can't misty step out because I need to be able to see where I'm going.
Correct.
Oh god. Okay, it's not great.
It does have a regurgitate rule.
I was wondering
So
how
if
much
you're
damage.
familiar, a lot of creatures in D&D have a regurgitate rule where if you deal enough damage from the inside, they will spit you out. This does have a regurgitate rule.
I see.
So
I was
you can
wondering
obviously
if-
kill it from the outside, and that will free a person. If
Right.
you're inside, you can also try to make it throw you up.
Is it a damage threshold thing, or is it just like if I
It is a
deal
damage
X amount?
threshold.
Damage
Oh,
threshold.
okay.
Okay. So let's pop Spirit Guardians, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's an action, and it's a dexterity save, right?
I believe
Which this creature's going
it's
to
a wisdom
automatically
save.
fail.
It's a wisdom save.
Okay, this creature also automatically fails those. It has no stats.
Okay. So that is 3d8 radiant damage. 16 radiant.
Okay. It takes 16 points of radiant damage. That is not enough to hit the damage threshold.
Okay.
You're very close, though.
Got another one in you?
Don't. But as
Oh,
a-
also, is Spirit Guardians when it starts its turn, or what does it happen as soon as
says
as soon as it's cast?
creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
I would say, okay, we'll count that as entering the area for the first time. It does. Oh, it also doesn't have a turn, so we'll count it as your turn. That makes sense to me.
Okay. It's fair. Then I will use my last 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Green Flame Blade.
What is the radius, by the way, of
15
this
feet.
thing that you just did? 15 feet.
So I'll get
I think that
Yeah,
catches a
because
Grey Warper. That catches all of the Grey Warpers.
It does. So at the start of their turn, it's an on their turn thing.
Yes. On
So
a turn
at the
thing.
start of their turn, they're all going to get shredded by by Spirit Guardians. Vhas gets swallowed, and then Vhas, you reach in to feel the charm that was given to you by your warlock patron and activate it. What do these Spirit Guardians look like?
I guess from the 2 things happen. From the inside, they look like incorporeal Gith slowly pushing back and out, trying to give Vhas room to get out. And from the outside, you guys see sort of these spectral Githyanki knights crawl out with swords and knives and shields and start beating at anybody who's hostile. I guess I designate
Extremely
allies.
cool.
So I guess mentally, could I have designated the
Yeah,
Praspera?
you know who your
Okay.
allies. Yeah, it's
Sure.
yeah. You don't have to literally point to them and go like, "Don't hit her."
Right. Yes.
They know the spell understands.
Okay.
All right.
Fantastic.
And you're going to quicken spell a Green Flame Blade. So go ahead,
Correct.
roll at disadvantage because you are inside.
Correct. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit.
Hell yes. Okay, so that is 1d8 plus 2d8, 3d8. Okay, here we go. Solid damage. 10, 17, 10, oh, yeah. 10 plus 17 is 27.
27, Jesus. You nearly kill this thing outright, but it is definitely enough to regurgitate you. You are spit out. Go ahead and put yourself within 5 feet of the creature, wherever you would like. You are prone, but you have all of your movement still.
Okay, I use half my movement to stand up and I would
You guys watched,
rotate.
he got swallowed, and then Gith start to pour out of it like the green ghosts pouring off the ship in Return of the King when they show up
Yes.
at the Battle of Gondor.
That's 3.
And then there is a flash of flame, the creature shrieks, and Vhas is spit out immediately.
All right. He kind of awkwardly like tumbles out of the mouth. He's like, all right. He stands up. Nobody saw that.
Skid's a little
anyways, where
puddle
were
of
we?
Digestive fluid.
And I'm not. I don't think I can move through. I can move through Bing, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bing's
Bing's not
Through
real.
people, but not
Okay.
objects.
Cool. And I rotate back around and stand behind Dani. All right. Where were we? What's going on?
Punch things, or stab things, or whatever.
No. All right. And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. That brings us back to the lair action.
No.
Progenitor Pseudoium projects into each of your mind.
Your battle is folly, as is the battle of your allies.
We cut back
Boys.
to worlds
Our B
we know. In Bitopia, we see Hedda put a boom onto a pile of collapsed, eviscerated abominations. She pants, exhausted, and turns her head towards the small army that still approaches.
No.
In Mount Celestia, sunlight blazes in a world of eternal starlight as Hans lays low a swarm of mind killers. It is not enough to destroy the many that are still coming. In Baator, the armies of Hell fight with fiendish vigor, but the Mindflayers have prepared for them and unleash psionic weapons the devils have never before seen. In the Feywild, the land twists and turns and blackens under the emotional weight of the turmoil. Elise unleashes a blast of cold, freezing a Mindflayer in its tracks. Finbar hews with Lalin. Love covers their retreat the best she can. It's not enough. In Mechanus, the shadow of a nautiloid casts over a town of Mechanites before being telekinetically pulled as Maxim, Caleb, and Sierra prepare for their own battle. They won't be enough. And over Brass, 2 ships clash as Monk and Swashbuckler slash squid-like flesh and try not to fall beneath the psionic assault against them.
Question, is Maxim out of the house or is he still in the Spelljammer?
He's still in his gear. I imagine, like, bigger fish, the nautiloid pulls over the city, and then the gear comes over the nautiloid.
Yeah, boy.
This is pretty sick. So we're gonna
Standing
roll
in
like a wisdom check to
Bitopia.
realize that like this is an illusion and they're actually winning.
I'm afraid the Death Star will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
Wrong franchise.
Oh, please.
Standing in the fields of Bitopia, watching the onslaught come, quill in hand, Catriona surveys the fight, and then turns her gaze up to the sky. Come on, Virla. Come on.
Her watch is at belly of the whale o'clock, so she knows that we're in trouble.
All right. Layer action. The cerebral processor is going to use Wall of Flesh, a wall of flesh that extends in a straight line between 2 points on the chamber walls. Stretches
don't
from
do this.
floor to ceiling and is 5 feet thick. So I'm going to need to draw a line. And it is going to go from here to here.
Ah.
There we go. I see it.
Boo.
I don't like it.
Boo.
A
I want it
wall
to go
extends, trapping Kyana with the Elder Brain and the Progenitor.
Is it like opaque?
Yep, it's opaque. You can attempt to destroy it if you so please. But it is floor to ceiling, it's 5 feet thick. All
You
right.
gave me all these misty steps and then 0 opportunities in which to meaningfully use them.
Well, you can escape the grapple now, though.
I can't escape the grapple, yeah. But I gotta kill these guys anyway, so like...
Virla. At the start of your turn, you are inside. You are going to take... Ooh, even I don't like how much that is. Okay, 15 and 15 is 30 points of acid damage.
Ow.
You resist that by any chance?
I do not. I'm resistant to poison.
What's even the point of being made of metal?
If anything, I should be vulnerable to acid.
I suppose that's a good point.
All right.
It is your turn.
So I was given.
This creature is very close to dead, as is the other Excremus Mouth.
So I was given a potion of psychic resistance. I want to say at like episode 5 or something like that, around the time, or maybe it was episode 6 when we returned. But I was given a potion of psychic resistance. Is it still a bonus action to drink one yourself, or?
It is absolutely still a bonus action to drink one yourself.
I'm doing that, so I gain resistance to psychic damage for 1 hour.
Okay. Very good.
And for my action, I hold up the wrench. I have vortex warp, right?
Yeah, you have 10
Okay.
uses
Do you have to
of
be able to
vortex
see
warp.
where you're going?
With no information,
Can't you see through Bing?
I can.
Or the target is teleported to an unoccupied
Oh!
space of your choice that you can see within range, the range being 90 feet. So, as long as you can see it.
All right. I can see through Bing, so.
Yeah. Okay. Where
I
would
will
you like
go
to
ahead.
teleport to?
I'm gonna go away from, basically next to the flesh wall, but like away from everyone else.
Okay. Virla teleports out. Virla is free. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's all that I can do.
Okay. Dani. You're up.
What kind of effect is the flesh wall?
It is a piece of the room now. It is an object.
Object, okay. Could be fun to try and... Alright, I'm gonna try and do to this what I've done to many walls before. So bonus action fire on a point on the wall with the Force Ballista.
Yeah.
Okay. Designate a space you would like to fire.
I'm gonna go like right next to you. Right here.
Jeez. I'm still getting my bearings.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
So close to being a natural 20. That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, 3d8 plus 5. 19 points of force damage.
It is almost broken through.
Um,
I'm gonna mark it there. It has 20 hit. Each 5-foot square has 20 hit points. It is 1 hit point left to that piece of wall.
Brutal.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if a firebolt will do damage to it because it's not force.
Yeah, a firebolt will do damage to it. It's not immune to fire.
All right, I'll do a firebolt at it.
Objects can take damage from. A lot of times, objects have. We'll say they're invulnerable. They have immunity to psychic and poison because you can't poison an object and you can't brain an object. But fire can damage objects.
Great. In that case, just to get other guys out the board, I'm gonna actually cast a scorching ray, and I'm gonna target the wall with the first one, and then the gray warper closest to it, and the guy right next to him.
Fantastic. Okay, go ahead. Roll your 3 attacks.
First attack is a 21.
Okay, against the wall.
Yep. Second
Okay.
attack.
There was only 1 point of damage, so the wall blazes open. You guys watch. The one blow brings it thin, and then fire burns away what is left. There is a 5-foot hole there for anyone to walk through. Second attack.
You couldn't seriously have not learned that walls don't work on me by this point. Come on, Mindflayers. It's only a callback to season 1. Second attack. Does a 27 hit.
Kills the Grey Warper.
Great. Third attack.
They are minions.
This is 29 hit.
Boom.
Great.
Kills a second Grey Warper.
That's the scorching ray.
Fish in a barrel. Dani annihilates the wall, and then 2 Grey Warpers that just incinerate and like deflate like those. I love bringing up the car dealership guys.
They come up a lot.
Like burn and smolder and like deflate like they were being held up by air almost. They kind of like float through the room. So
Yeah.
Let's get this guy down. That'll end my turn.
okay, that brings us to. No, hold back. We're good. We're good. That brings us to Kyana.
Oh, how generous. Yeah. Just gonna start taking down these little guys on account of how I'm grappled and they are surrounding me. First attack, not an advantage, but also not a disadvantage.
I don't like that we haven't seen
Correct.
Dexter
You
yet.
are not restrained. You are
Right.
just grappled.
17 to hit. Let's just start at my left and work around.
Okay, 17 hits. He is
Yep.
eviscerated.
Should
how
I
much
roll-
damage did you roll?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my question, because overflow damage is a possibility. That is
Yeah,
only
I actually-
13 slashing.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure that you have enough to. These minions are slightly tougher than a lot of minions you faced before, so while they still go down in a single hit, the overkill threshold is pretty high.
What's the overkill threshold?
24.
I can't hit that.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'll just, yeah.
So one attack will take each of them down.
Okay, second attack, 22, so that one goes pop. Third attack, bonus action with the arms.
Okay,
And I'll flurry of blows so I can take out all 4 of them.
okay,
Although-
go for it.
No, or I could use my bonus action to Misty Step out of here, which might be the move. You know what? Actually, yes. I'm going to use my bonus action to burn one of my 3 Misty Steps to bamf through that hole in the wall, out of the grapple.
Okay, yeah, with the line of sight, you were able
Hell
to
yeah.
pan through. Go ahead and move yourself anywhere you'd like within line of sight there, 30 feet away.
Yeah, let me just mark that off in my notes. And, because as fun as it would be to just, brute force and take these guys all out, you took over half of my remaining hit points last round, and I would not like to have that happen again while I'm isolated on the wrong side of the map. Boop.
Hey,
Maybe not
Kyana.
right there. Hi, Virla. Okay.
Like, just dripping.
Yuck. Okay, and that... Yeah, I think that was my bonus action. I guess I could use movement, but I'm not gonna. So that's my
Okay.
turn. Maybe I'll move a little bit
brings
to the
us-
left so I'm not direct line of sight with this guy, but it's not gonna matter. He can just move anyway. Never
Well,
mind.
he can only move so far. So if you want to do any more movement, you have all of your movement. You didn't move at all. Whatever you'd like to do.
Boop, boop. Not that close, but here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he can't. He's gonna have to move if he's gonna get to see any of you guys. Here's what
Haha,
I'm gonna try to do.
trigonometry.
3, 4, 5, 6. He could get into the door. He could get into the doorway.
Oh, I guess I
Okay.
could just
1,
do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Quick, Virla, get him!
Okay.
He floats into the opening you have made for him, and he is going
Whack
to
him with
do.
a stick. Whack him with a
He's gonna do something. He's gonna do something sick. He's gonna do something so fucking awesome you don't even understand. You can't even comprehend right now how dope it's gonna be. He's gonna do the same tentacle thing. One on Virla though, one on Kyana.
Rude.
Against Virla, that is going to be a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Can't even shield that.
Yeah, that gets me.
Okay, that one's considerably less good than the last rolls. I've gotten a lot of 10s on these D10, folks.
Boo.
That's only a 3 though on that one. 21 points of psychic damage, and you're grappled.
Me?
You resist it
Yes.
now because of the potion, so
Yeah.
it's 10.
Oh yes,
Yes.
very good. And then an attack on Kyana.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's only a 14 to hit.
That will miss me.
He is going to reaction brain drain. When a creature grappled by him makes a saving throw against memory transfer, which he's going to try now, they have disadvantage. So Virla, you're going to have disadvantage on the saving throw. He wishes he had more creatures grappled, but he only has one right now. I'd like you to please make me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, Virla.
23.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
23 is going to succeed. Oh my god, tell me. Wait, hold on. This might be no damage. Hold on.
High, it, low, it.
Each target must make a saving throw or take a certain amount of psychic damage. If a target fails the saving throw, or must succeed or take. You succeeded, so you thus do not take. If the target fails their save, they must choose one of the effects. Yes. So okay. So yeah. So nothing happens. You're good.
Hell yeah.
about. Hell yeah, love it.
You know that bit in Dragon Ball Z where Cell tries to drain Android 16 and is like, wait, this thing's a robot. There's no flesh in it. What's going on? I picture that's exactly what just happened with the brain not what? It's like a rock or something?
Error 404, brain not found.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to he did a multi-attack. He's not going to teleport again because...
Oh, he's not. How generous
take up
of
the
him.
space. Cool. Okay. He is going to pass his turn to the Grey Warpers. 3 of them immediately need to make saves because they're all within Vhas's thing. So this is a dex save.
This is a whiz save. DC
Whiz
18.
save, right?
Yeah.
Whiz DC 18. That's a fail. Natural 1, and good, but not that good. Boom, boom, boom. These guys are all cleaved to death by ghostly Gith apparitions. Fantastic. And at the start of your turn, Vhas, we'll do the since the Excremus Mouths don't have a turn, we'll just do at the start of your turn for their saves.
Sure.
This spell could be the difference between success and defeat. These dudes are gonna move through. They got plenty of speed to come into this room.
Does that second Grey Warp constitute an opportunity attack from me?
Huh?
If you want to make an opportunity attack, you have spells, don't you?
I do have spells.
Warcaster, baby.
Noir, you're absolutely right. You can make an opportunity attack against that. Go ahead. The very first one crosses through your melee.
Okay. I think the only requisite is that has to be a spell that targets one creature.
Correct. Yeah. So it can be a cantrip, it can be an action spell.
So for my reaction, I'll cast Vampiric Touch.
Okay, roll to hit. You are not restrained, so there's no disadvantage here.
I'm casting it at 3rd level, and I'm switching the necrotic damage for the lightning damage.
Okay. Trying to hit an AC of 15.
Well, my modifier is 12, so I'd have to roll really poorly.
You have to roll a
I
2.
almost rolled really poorly, but that's still a 17.
Okay, 17 will hit. This, you watch as Virla lightning fast, like the lightning kind of moves down his arm into the necrotic, and you've never seen him do this before, where he just reaction grabs a thing out of the air and lightning pulses through it. You absorb the life force. This thing just deflates, and go ahead and however healing you take, go ahead and do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's only 10 points of lightning damage, but I get 5 back.
Okay. It is still killed because it was hit with an attack roll. And that leaves only 2 Grey Warpers. And then I can start deleting these fuckers.
Yay.
So they are going to... They're going to ranged. And who has done the most damage? They're going to attack Virla because he's done the most damage to...
No!
He's just a little guy.
He lightning bolted at an extremely high level. So...
I think we have to contend with the fact that I am not a little guy.
This is
It's too big of a target on
only
my
a
character
there's so few
development.
left. This is only a +8, and
Being a
there's
little
no
guy
more
is
saving
standard.
throw because there's you're only being attacked by 2, not 3.
Okay.
So
And I
that is a
can't shield
30
any of
20
this.
to hit.
Yep, that hits. I can't shield any of it because I already used my reaction.
No.
You take 8 psychic damage down to 4,
Cool.
and there is no charisma save because there's only 2 of them. You need 3 or more in order to force the saving throw.
Oh, cool.
You still came out on top. That's a net gain of 1 hit point.
Of 1 hit point, yeah.
Yeah. Every little bit counts.
Yes.
Okay, that brings us to Vhas. These guys fail their whiz save, so go ahead and roll damage for both Excremus Mouths.
3d8, let's go.
Yeah.
You have a good shot at killing both of these guys.
17.
Tear.
The highest hit points was 16.
Ooh,
Both
hell yeah.
of these dudes get shredded, and the walls heal over with scar tissue where these mouths were. You no longer have to worry about the Excremus Mouths.
Oh, good.
Oh, finally, I can safely wall climb again.
Well, there are still tentacles everywhere, but,
Nah.
they're mostly to be spooky.
Just aesthetic.
That happens. Vhas, go ahead and whatever you would like to... You just see, Vhas having had a rough first turn, now is standing amongst an army that is just shredding everything around him in a dervish of blades. This is what you were born for, man. This is what you were trained for.
Squid killing.
Put the hurt on this Mindflayer.
This is why you got 3 different classes going on.
Yes.
This is why you multi-classed so many times.
For one
Finally,
purpose.
power game for this
All
moment.
for this moment.
You are Githyanki. You are Shasalku. Take this fucker down.
You are warlock. You are bard. You are sorcerer.
Vhas walks up to the progenitor and says, "Look, mate, you know how this ends. You know how this ends." He taps on his chest. "I'll show you what I can do." And I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom on him at the 2nd level.
Okay, what's the range? All right, are you hitting anything else?
I think because you're
Because
right.
it's an AoE, right?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay, there's the brain and there's the Grey Warpers. So
Okay, yeah. Yes, so I can
whatever
do
you'd like to do.
both.
Radius, you can
I think
hit
if you
Sidorian
center it
and
on the
the-
Grey Warper, you could hit all 3 of those bad guys, or you can hit, you can either hit the Progenitor and both Grey Warpers, or you can hit the Progenitor and the Brain, whichever you would like.
Let's get rid of the Grey
and the
Warpers.
brain. Sidorian
Okay.
and the brain.
So this is a con save.
Correct. DC 18.
First Grey Warper fails, second Grey Warper fails. So both those guys go.
Progenitor.
Go ahead and get them off the battlefield. That is the last of the minions. There is now only the Progenitor and the Brain. Alright, here we go. Con save from the Progenitor. 27.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It takes half of this. The damage isn't what matters here, folks. I rolled max. That's 2d6, 12, half to 6 necrotic damage. But I will then pick myself to heal. I will spend 1 of my unspent hit dice. I believe I have d8 that I can spend on myself.
Okay.
That's 3 hit points back.
Do you add your Constitution as well when you roll those hit dice?
Oh yeah, and I add my spell mod. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so a total of 7 to heal.
Okay, not bad.
Yes, but the important thing is this triggers my Bloodwell Vial.
Oh, what?
Yes. Which allows me to regain back 5 sorcery points.
Ooh.
In addition, when you roll any hit dice to recover a hit points while you are carrying this vial, you regain 5 sorcery points once until the next dawn.
Synergy.
So,
That
Synergy.
is so not... That is... Wow. That is so rules as written and outside of the design. That is some peak min-maxing right there.
yes.
Vhas, you are revitalized. At
And
the
that
end of your
was my action. And as my bonus action,
you got a bonus
I will
action?
designate the target of my Hexblade's curse as the Progenitor.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I like the trend how we use like and for my bonus actions as for my next trick.
And for my next-
Oh, you thought I was done?
Do not mistake
Just
us
one
for
more
some
thing.
conjurers of cheap tricks. We actually are just very bonus action heavy. 4.
It's one of
4
the
we're
4.
at.
Gandalf looks like a wizard, but actually, because he's an innately magical being, he can cast a lot of things in one round without them technically counting spells.
And yet he doesn't.
He's working on
All right.
3.5 spell-like abilities.
Does that end your turn, Vhas?
Yes, that is all I got.
Okay. The Progenitor is going to take his second villain action,
No.
and that is going to bring us back to the lair actions.
Wait, what did he do?
You see, I guess none of you saw.
What?
I'm right there. I'm right there.
Mm.
And
I have the
still did-
alert feat, DM.
Oh no, I'm observant.
Not something to do with the ship, is it? We didn't move in phlogiston space.
Should we make
There's
perception checks?
nothing noticeable to you guys.
Oh God.
That's not how. No.
My passive
Cool.
investigation is 20.
Oh, DM, I legally can't be surprised, so you have to tell me what the next plot twist is.
Sorry,
This
just
looks
double
like a
checking some
bicycle
rules.
seat.
Fantastic. That brings us to the lair action.
Just keep making walls of flesh.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the the excremus mouths move. That's one of them, and the other one just isn't super. Yeah, we'll do it. Screaming protection. You watch as psionic projections of fleshy mouths emerge from the progenitor and scream. And yeah, stuff may happen. That is the lair action. The brain pulses as it forces this. That brings us to Virla's turn.
All right.
Virla.
I already have Oh, you have something happening to me?
First off, you're no longer grappled.
That's
Okay.
good.
The arm still appears to be holding you. You are not grappled, though. I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, he's
That's
doing
bad.
a shadow self teleport
That's
situation.
bad.
Is this a concentration check or just a regular Constitution?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Cool.
good.
You take no damage.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'm very suspicious, but I already have my vampiric touch up, so I will go ahead and take a shot at the progenitor.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. It is a melee spell attack you are making, correct?
Yes.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 12?
You fail. You take 3 ones. 9 plus 8 is 17 points of psychic damage, halved down to 8.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
bad.
As you slash through him, your brain, as you, or you're not slashing, sorry. As you reach out to touch him, your brain feels like it's on fire, and there is a, psionic feedback as you, touch him. What is everyone's passive perception, by the way?
Oh, finally.
9.
All right,
17.
cool. 14,
20.
20. Okay. Not to worry then.
What?
Dang.
Finbar would have seen it.
Sorry, I'm going to read it one more time just to make sure I understand. We can get this out in post.
Sure.
I'm going to say that there's no provision for this, but I'm going to say it is clear to all of you as you reach out, Virla, you took a bunch of damage as you touched a psionic projection. The progenitor is not in that space anymore. Instead, you touched... He did something. There is a fake illusion here, and it was a little bomb that when you touch it, it fucks up your brain.
And it's still there?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
illusion is still there.
It's still moving as if normal, but Virla, his hand passed right through it. It has no substance. That's why he's no longer grappled.
Okay. So my attack didn't land on anything. Gotcha.
No, it did not land. There was no creature there.
Okay. I'll go ahead and back up from it then. And my bonus action... I'll just do the thing that I was going to do. As my bonus action, I'll get Google out and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Yeah. You were just concentrating, so you can cast another spell.
I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm just gonna take a blind swipe at the target at the square to my left.
Okay. Where did you... Oh, you put it all the way across the room over there? Yeah. There is no creature there to hit.
Okay.
Passes through empty space. That brings us to Dani. Dani, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna bonus action yuck that potion of invulnerability.
Woo.
So for 1 minute, I have a resistance to all damage. And then Dani is going to step to the other side of Bing here. And can I see through, as I am a spell sniper, see through that opening to where the brain is?
Yeah, there would be cover, but instead there is none since you were a spell sniper.
I'll fire on the brain with a firebolt. because he can hide, but
Okay,
the brain
go ahead.
is sitting there, in my understanding.
Yeah, that was my
smart.
hope too.
That is an excellent point, Dani.
And that is a natural
One he
20,
will
Dani.
keep. Fuck, roll
talking about.
damage, Dani. He's gonna remember that, not to worry.
He gets my Artificer D8 and 3d10. So
Progenitor Sidoyum will remember that.
that's 21 on the rolled dice, and then maxed out 3d10. Is the d8 included in the max damage for the crit? I know we probably abdicated this before.
All dice are maxed,
Great.
yeah.
So 38
38.
plus 21 is 59.
59.
So close to being nice. 59 points of fire damage.
Are there any other bonuses that get slacked, or?
If anyone wants to give me 10 points of damage, so it could be the nice number, that'd be so.
Just for being a swell
What
guy.
kind of damage
The
was that?
power of
What
my
was that an
friendship.
attack
That was
from?
Firebolt,
Fireball.
crit.
You firebolt, Jesus Christ. You guys watch as the sickest firebolt Dani has ever shot go right through the progenitor.
Aim for the
and
brain.
strikes the brain. All of you feel the pain, like, through your bodies from this thing. That was a tremendous amount of damage. You took it from pretty okay down to, like, you and Virla almost two-shotted it.
Dang.
That thing is fucked up. Out
Just close
on the
enough
many
for a high
battlefields across the planescape, the many armies that are being psionically puppeted by this creature falter for a moment.
Oh,
As
it's
the
this
connection
guy?
is hurt and weakened.
That makes sense.
You can hide all you want,
Oh, we're gonna Phantom Menace this.
Squidster, but you can't hide your little control module over there.
Okay. Kyana, it is
Stand
your
there
turn.
menacingly.
Well, I'm gonna clock that. Before I do anything, would you allow me just an insight check to see if I can figure out where Sidorium is hiding?
That would be a perception check.
Okay.
I bet
And it
you
is an
accomplish the
action if you
Chronos.
would.
It's by the brain.
Never mind. I have better things to do with my action economy than seek out.
I thought as much, but so
yeah,
it goes.
humbug. Okay, I'm gonna attack him head on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, first.
Okay, so I'll let you know. A creature that touches... That's why Virla had to make a save at the beginning of his turn as well, because he was still touching the illusory tentacle. A creature that touches the projection has to make that saving throw. But I'll allow you to make a tumble check. Make me a DC
I was
15
gonna ask.
acrobatics check to see if you can just, like, jump over this thing into small space.
All right, I'll
Let's
see
go.
what I can do.
If not, you're going to end up touching it.
Okay. I have rolled exactly a 15. 'Cause it's a 7,
Okay.
and my dex is +8 for acrobatics. So I just, like,
That's what we call a success.
corkscrew jump, spin through the space between it, and
You see,
okay.
as if it's really there, it watches you go and swipes up, but there's just nothing. It can't hit you. You land in front of the brain. Kyana, put the hurt on.
Come on,
All right.
Kyana.
First attack, and you know what? I'll do this one recklessly. Why not? I would love to roll this at advantage. Actually, nah, whatever. I already declared it. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, good. First attack. That is 14 slashing damage.
Last legs.
Okay,
You
second
fully
attack.
cleave through, and
Come
you
on,
see just
Kyana.
like membrane webbing is holding left half, right half of the brain in
Gross.
place.
I learned some interesting things that happen if you actually do this in the neuroscience class I took in college. Yikes, that is only a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Good. Thank goodness
That's
for
why we roll at
advantage.
advantage, folks.
Yeah, one of those was a
Hell
1,
yeah.
so... And that is 16 slashing damage.
Kyana, finish it.
Let's go.
One more, flip the sword into reverse grip and just Excalibur that shit all the way down.
Hell yeah.
The whole ship flickers, and you can see the tendrils on the wall slacken. The cilia that's moving around, the tentacles. If you were outside, you would see that the large tentacles would slacken as well. The whole ship, even though it is floating in space, it's hard to tell, just kind of, instead of moving, goes still. There's no more pilot. Across the planescape, the many approaching armies lose their psionic puppet master. Some continue attack, but many in the confusion choose instead to flee. In Brass, in Mechanus, in the Feywild, the many worlds of the planescape are saved. But the progenitor still stands before you.
Well, he's
And he
somewhere
is
in
fucking pissed as shit.
here. Okay.
Here we go. Progenitor Sidorium's turn. From invisible, he is going to attack He's going to attack. Question: does he need to enter Vhas's thing in order to do this? He does.
How large
Okay,
is
there
Vhas?
we go.
Like
We
15
found him.
foot radius.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna make the whiz save.
Okay. DC
18. It's a whiz. Just makes the 18.
18. Okay. Is that? I don't think it's half damage. Yes, half. Honestly.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
We go. Almost max. That is 2 8s and a 7. 16 plus 7 is 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So down to 11.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's not bad. And because he is invisible, he's going to attack at advantage. He's going to attack Dani, and then he's going to attack Vhas.
Hi,
Does
Okay.
does he become visible when he attacks?
Yeah.
You
He
can't
does
hold
not. I have
invisibility.
read this
What?
ability is called Was I Ever Here, and I've read it many times. His invisibility ends at the end of his next turn. So this turn it will end, and he will be visible again.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Stupid MCPN.
But he gets to be invisible for both
Thinking of
attacks.
that.
So first tentacle attack against Dani is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 27 points of psychic damage.
Have that because I am resistant to all damage.
Yeah,
Down to 13.
because you got the Mario star
Fantastic.
thing.
You feel, yeah. Oh my goodness, I forgot. You drank
Rainbow
the potion
Dammy.
of
Yeah.
invulnerability. You guys watch as Dani goes like
Her ultimate form.
almost steel looking. Like she's not Mario. She's not like Mario
Yeah.
steel. Like she actually looks like
But
metal.
consider
But she looks
Rainbow Danny.
like living. She almost looks like living metallic right now.
Extremely cool.
Oh, Steel Mario.
Yeah.
Like when you fight in Melee.
Rose Gold Peach over here.
Okay, and then Vhas, we've got one coming at you.
Yes.
That is a 27 to hit you, Vhas.
27. I will silvery barbs that.
Do you have to be able to see the attacker in order to silvery barbs?
That is a good question.
I only ask good questions.
Oh,
Is he grappling us
I
with this?
do give bad answers. You are grappled, Dani.
Cool.
Silvery barbs. Yeah, I have to be able to see. Correct.
Boo.
Go ahead. Hit me then.
Oh, okay. That is 10, 17, 19 points of psychic damage.
19. Okay. I have to make a concentration check here.
Yes, you do.
Yes. No problem. 25. Concentration
Okay.
check.
He's going to use his reaction to brain drain as he attempts a memory transfer. The only question is, who's he going to give disadvantage to? He fears the Gith, but Dani is the clear damage dealer. He's going to give disadvantage to Dani. I need both Vhas and Dani to please make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Dani, you'll be making this a disadvantage.
Sure.
Okay.
That is a 12 and a
Okay.
10 plus 11, 21.
21 will succeed. So you take no damage.
Baka.
15.
A 15
Yes.
will fail.
No.
Vhas,
Boss is
you take...
feeble-minded.
Well, not exactly.
Oh no.
That's not a no.
15,
I don't like when my jokes are met
20,
with validity.
30, 36. You take 40 points of psychic damage.
Jesus H.
goodness.
Christmas. Are you still up?
No, I am not.
I will also tell you. So, he psionically plunders your mind. Vhas is being invisibly held by the tentacle. By the way, his turn is going to end, so dramatically, he comes back into vision. You see he's got two tentacles, one grappling Dani, one grappling the now limp body of Vhas. If the target fails their saving throw and does not escape the grapple by the end of their next turn, they must choose one of the following effects. Should your turn come up, I will let you know your two choices.
Oh man.
So, okay. Okay.
If the target and doesn't escape by the end of their next turn,
It's
Which
too late to have Flash of Genius this, I'm sorry.
which is next?
No!
Fuck.
Boss. Here are your two choices. That unfortunate initiative order. Vhas, here are your two choices. The target's proficiency bonus drops to 0. They can't form new thought or speak, and they have disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. There are ways to end. There are magical ways to fix this. I will say that. Magical ways within your power to fix this.
Like now, like in combat time.
In combat time, there are magical ways to fix this.
Okay.
I will not say exactly what it is, but I want you to know it's possible. Or, the target is charmed for 1 hour. While the target is charmed, the progenitor can issue target telepathic commands, no action required, which the target does their best to obey. Every time the target takes damage, they can make a wisdom saving throw, ending the effect on a success. So you're unconscious, you can either have you can be feeble mind light, or you can be mind controlled.
And unconscious.
When do I make
you're
my death
unconscious no
save?
matter what.
When do I make my death saving throw?
You are Oh, I'm sorry, you should have.
Cool.
I totally forgot. This is the end of your next turn, so please make your death save.
Correct.
If you roll a natural 20, you come up right now.
Come on, man.
And
Then you
guess
can
who
get to be
makes
mind
these at
controlled.
advantage now?
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Vhas would be so clutch. The synergy.
Come on.
Yeah, but he might choose to betray us. It's either mindless Vhas or friendless
could get
Vhas.
out.
Well,
It'll be
if he
so
can
fun.
teleport away,
Yeah.
True. True.
he can,
Oh,
he can
Oh,
also
no,
he's taking a
he's
picture.
taking a picture. It's either good or bad.
Because it's a
he
nat
can-
20, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay. Feeling the creeping presence
Regeneration,
coming to your brain
regeneration.
as you're either going to be dominated or sapped of all your personality a second time, this almost clairvoyant ability you have. Instead, your eyes snap open, you're at 1 hit point, and I will tell you that there is a DC to escape the grapple. Obviously, teleporting will also immediately end it.
Yes. I think I'm gonna teleport.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Get on out of there.
Resurrection.
So cool.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. What a
Misty step out?
change. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'll show you guys where he was standing.
Absolutely clutch.
He's standing over there now.
Oh, wow.
He
Endless
teleported
respect.
right behind Dani, and he rolled a 28, or sorry, a 27 stealth.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I will Misty Step to him, actually.
Okay.
Surprise, bitch.
Out of the grapple. Right in front of him. Says, not done out yet, mate. And I will be making 2 attacks at him.
Hell
for
yeah.
my
Okay.
action.
Come on.
2 attacks.
Vhas.
Your
Immense
Spirit Guardians
respect.
does drop because you were unconscious, so
Correct.
I'll go ahead and remove that for you.
Okay. 17 plus 11 to hit, and 19. Does Hexblade's Curse stay up as well? Hold up.
Good question.
That's a good question. It should say,
That's
like,
nice.
while you're incapacitated or something like that.
Yeah, no, it drops when I'm in
Oh,
the
sorry,
pass.
bud.
Okay, either way, 2 hits. Here we go. That is 2d8, total of 24 slashing damage. And I
Okay,
am up
he does not
with
resist.
1 hit point, and that's it.
Okay.
It's my turn.
That ends your turn. You are not destroyed. That brings us to... There is no more lair action because
There's
the
no more brain.
brain is dead. That brings us to Virla instead.
Come on, Virla.
Cool. Bonus action, move Google to the progenitor, attack with spiritual weapon.
Big no. I need that space so I can flank.
I can move 5 feet further.
You can move through Bing too. Like,
Oh, never mind.
Bing's
I'll
not
just hop
real.
on
You
his
could
head.
stand there.
Cool. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
Guys, Bing's not real.
He's
28.
still in our hearts.
28's gonna hit.
All right. I only casted it at the 2nd level, so only 1d8 plus 2. 7 plus 2, so 9 force damage.
Okay, 9 force damage.
Yeah, every little bit counts.
He takes that like a champ.
And for my
Sit on the
action,
tentacles.
I
'cause you don't
have
have
it.
a chin.
I've been rolling my concentration checks, and I haven't dropped Vampiric Touch yet. So I will.
Okay, you're gonna attack
run.
through. Oh, you're gonna attack. Okay.
I'm just going to run up to him.
Now,
and attack.
reminder, you are not flanking because Bing is not a creature.
Yes, I understand that.
So there's no
Kyana
advantage.
will serve better from the flanking. Well, actually, you know what? I was here. I can
Yeah, you
move
have plenty
to
of
flank
space
and move
to-
back,
Yeah. To move
Swat
out of
him on the
flanking.
face as you run by.
basically.
A little
All
glove
right, yeah.
slap.
Vampiric touch, flanking, so I get advantage. These are the
You get
I think these are the
advantage.
most amount of d20s I've rolled in one session all campaign.
You tend to make me roll a lot of saves versus attack rolls.
Yes.
That's the pro strat. If you roll to hit, you can miss. But if they roll to resist,
Oh my god. And this is why a 2 and a 4. So advantage that'd be 16.
16 will not hit.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
I will use the last of my movement to move back so that Kyana can take advantage of the flanking.
thank you.
Dani. Right now, the Progenitor is being swarmed. There is Google on one side, Virla on the other, your cannon, Vhas, Bing. Everything is surrounding him. Dani, what would you like to do?
And he's got me by with the tentacle,
You are grappled, yeah. He's got that 15-foot tentacle.
but he's touching me.
He's touching
The
you,
tentacle is connected
but
to the
if your
Progenitor.
thing...
Like if I
Okay, if...
grab tentacle, shotgun
Dan-
grasp,
Fucked up anatomy
would that
lesson.
not kind of be
If...
like a big wire going right to it?
Oh, is he insulated?
Part,
Is he
no,
rubbery?
it's that shocking grasp has a reach of 5 feet. You have to do a melee spell attack, and he is not within melee of you. His extremities being there is part of a mechanical buffer that lets him attack from a range. It's not something you could exploit because it's in the same space as you.
Ah.
It's the same reason that if you're inside a creature and you have to do a touch attack, you don't automatically hit even though you're touching the creature on all sides. Like, there's still intent, and shocking grasp is not going to work that way.
I feel very similarly about this ruling the way I do about how D&D handles melee spell attacks when you are in melee with just another guy.
There's gonna have to be mechanical limitations.
Well, this is
Take
why
the
there
good with
used
the
to be
bad.
touch attacks and then like armor, like attacks against armor, attacks against touch, and there were different ACs. And some would argue those were better times, and some would argue they weren't. So,
Alright, well, let's see here. Am I restrained or just grappled?
just grappled. You have no
Great.
disadvantage. Your just movement is 0.
Then I will action firebolt him.
Firebolt the hell out of him, Dani.
Not as good as usual, but does an 18 hit.
18 is most certainly going to hit. It just hits, actually.
Great.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's what it is. Yep.
3d10 plus 8d8. 19 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have the cannon step back 5 feet before firing
Okay.
so that it doesn't have disadvantage.
He's used his reaction, so he has no...
I mean, if he wants to use his reaction
don't smack.
to smack the cannon,
He doesn't
could.
have it. He does smack. Also, actually, it's not stepping out of his reach. He has a 15-foot range, so...
So does that still have disadvantage imposed on it?
I think it's within 5 feet of an enemy, so...
Okay, well that's 24 to hit then.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. 3d8 plus 5. 17 points of force damage, and technically he gets pushed 5 feet back, which I think would just sort of be into the spiritual weapon, so...
The cannon is the...
Blue
Is the
square.
one next to Vhas, or it's the blue one? It's the blue one down here, right?
Yeah.
So that's at an angle. It pushes him up over there.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but okay.
Ideal. Sorry guys, I can't do anything about the force damage doing push.
That's alright. Kyana can still reckless if she'd like, which brings us to Kiana's turn.
Very rude.
Does Dani get dragged along with the Progenitor?
He is now out of 15 feet of range.
It's forced damage, and she's out of 15 feet, so she's no longer grappled.
Let me
pointing that out.
drop it.
What's in your mouth? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, why not? We could have had advantage, but that's okay. Yeah.
What about us?
Why not? I'll attack recklessly again. I guess. You know, if I must.
Okay.
Okay. First attack. That's a dirty 30.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, let's see those
Kyana.
20s.
I'd love to see a natural 31 die.
I know, right? That is 12 slashing damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Second
He is
attack.
he is below half already.
Good. Second attack
Bloodied.
is a 29.
Nice. Nice.
That is 18 slashing damage.
Ooh, Jesus.
Okay. Bonus action, flurry of blows. Boop. Okay. Third attack. That is a 26 to hit, and I will use my extra D8 on this one.
Yes, you get the extra D8 now.
I sure do. That is not a very high roll, though. That is only 11 force damage.
Okay.
And fourth and final attack. Ugh. That's only going to be a 13. That's not going to hit.
13 will not hit.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth it to spend the 3 key points it would take me to push that up to a hit. I don't think it is. Yeah, no, I'll save those for more important things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyana, does that end your turn?
Yeah. Just for fun, I think I'm going to move 5 feet. No, because when I'm here, Vhas can flank him. I'll stay right where I am, thank you.
Okay. End of your turn. Before his turn, villain action. Vhas comes back up, escapes the grapple, and in one motion, cleaves through. Virla, spell attacks. Dani, firebolt, force ballista. Kyana, blades, fists, on the back foot, pushed up against a wall. You see tentacles begin to flay. One gets severed, flies across the room. Purple, not liquid, pouring through. Parts where the sacks that hold him upright have been punctured are starting to deflate and sag. And you hear psionically in your minds,
No, you are not better. You are not.
and I would need everyone to please make me a wisdom saving throw as he's going to use Mind Shatter.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was stuck in the time prison.
I have rolled a 17.
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19 wisdom saving throw, Dani?
Yeah, well, I don't add or subtract anything from it, so I just rolled a 19.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, is there...
24.
1.
What? 1?
Not an at 1. A 2 down to a 1.
Oh, goody. Good.
Yeah. Not that it matters.
All right, wisdom save. Noir, what did Virla get?
24.
24 whiz is a success. Kyana?
17.
17 is a failure.
Yeah.
Dani?
19.
19 is the DC. Vhas?
2 down to a 1.
Dirty one.
Okay. If you failed, you take 58 points of psychic damage.
Fun.
Oh my goodness.
So that's, for
If
me,
you
that's
succeeded, you take half as much damage. So that is 26. Wait, no, sorry. 29.
58, yeah, 29.
29. Okay. If you failed, you take 58. If you succeed, you take 29. If you succeeded and you're resistant, it's down to 14.
Cool.
Yeah. It's psychic,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, so
Psychic. So,
Cool.
really quick, hit point total. Virla, where are you at?
24.
Kyana?
0.
you don't have it because it's psychic?
Dani?
I did have it. I had 27 hit points left.
But 32.
Dani? 32. And Vhas?
Down again.
And we got this guy down to half.
He's way below half now. He was at half before
Oh.
you guys did all that shit to him. If you failed, you are also dazed for 1 minute.
How does that factor into also being unconscious?
If you come back to consciousness, it's going to affect you. You make this dazed save at the end of your turn, and the dazed condition can only do one of the following things on their turn: move, use an action, or use a bonus action.
Okay.
Interestingly, there
A
is
lesser
no
restoration
dazed
spell
condition.
will end the dazed condition.
Okay.
That's what it
Okay.
takes.
So the people who are dazed are the ones who failed, which I think are the two unconscious people,
Yes.
Kyana and
Correct.
Vhas, right?
Yes.
Roger.
Cool. So it might not matter. You have more turns to roll that that wisdom
Yep.
save to come back at it dazed. But for the meantime, you are both unconscious. You guys hear a psychic scream go through as the ship reacts sympathetically, and like all the tentacles twitch in pain. All of you feel it through your brain. Kyana and Vhas both go down like a ton of bricks, and that brings us to the Progenitor's turn. We are going to take a break, and we will see you back here in a minute.
Oh,
come
that.
on!
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
lair
God.
action, baby.
Bro!
Oh, sorry, not a lair action. That was a villain action, baby.
Okay.
All right. It's okay.
Rolling with difficulty.
The Badlands. A truly God-forsaken place. You'd have to be crazy to leave the safety of Threed for its sands. Legend has it that beneath this blighted earth, something truly powerful lies dormant, calling out to any traveler brave or desperate enough to listen. One day, aboard a doomed train into the wastes, 3 strangers heed that call. A shape-shifting bounty hunter,
Stranger's gone by many names, friend.
a runaway socialite,
Okay, girl, well, you just did your mascara, so no more crying for today.
and a former thief turned family man.
I promise that I will be back, and I will do my absolute best to right you.
Will our runaways find what they're looking for?
I mean, we're already here, let's have a little fun.
You really went in there, guns blazing.
I thought that was the plan!
My potions are miraculous.
I thought we were being quiet. Oh, Stump only has 1 volume, sorry.
Wild roses grow out of his mouth, having filled his lungs.
What's happening out there? Violence!
Find out on Mage Hand High Five, the Badlands. And just between you and me, they ain't got a chance in hell.
Rolling with difficulty.
When last we left our heroes, the brain is dead. The minions, dead. The Progenitor, beaten, bruised, bloodied, but still alive, stands over the fallen bodies of Kyana and Vhas. Virla and Dani stand close by, not far from being unconscious themselves. Virla and Dani, since you are still conscious, you hear in your minds,
Yes. You mistake your previous victories as a sign that you were destined to win this conflict. But things have changed. They will never be as they were, and our time in the shadows has come to an end. You delay us, you wound us, but still we will rise again as we have again and again atop your bones.
it is the Progenitor's turn.
Fuck.
If I could please have everyone except for Noir leave the call. I'll tell you when it's fine to come back in.
Okay, everyone go to the Secret Other channel.
Somebody's in
Okay.
trouble.
Hey.
Noir. I'm going to talk to Noir, not Virla right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Progenitor is under 1/3 health. He is by no means one shot away, but he is severely wounded and perhaps susceptible to any number of things. It is his turn currently, but as Kyana's turn ends, we come to his turn. Certain characters in Dungeons and Dragons may act when it is not their turn. Characters of legendary importance may take legendary actions to act when it is not their turn in initiative. This is what makes them special. Virla, right now, has the opportunity to become a legendary character and join the ranks of Mordenkainen, of Lakith, of many of the creatures you have faced in the past. There is a cost should Virla choose to take this. If he chose to take that, he could act right now, out of initiative turn, before the Progenitor. However, there is a cost. A legendary character may not be a PC. If you choose for Virla to become a legendary character, then we will finish this fight. You will continue to roleplay Virla to the end of the campaign, since we only have one session following this. But I make decisions about Virla's future. He becomes an NPC. So while you roleplay him, I will choose what may happen to what he may decide to do in the next episode should he survive.
Gotcha.
Additionally, should we return to these characters in the future, which seems more than possible, Virla will not be accessible to you as a PC.
Okay.
That having been said, I don't want to trick you into thinking that he is in one-shot kill-him territory, but there's certainly... He stands capable of coup de grace 2 of your allies this turn, potentially. Is there anything you would like to do?
So, in universe, I am understanding this to be, it is not a guarantee that the future that Virla had set out for himself a few episodes ago he might not be given the luxury of being able to step back like he had promised Maxim. Like that, whereas...
That's up to me to decide what he will do. Will he take on his fate as a legendary character and become a magister of note, basically? If you relinquish control of him, he becomes the magister, full everything that means, full time, whatever that may mean.
And that also means, well, I'm still kind of circling back to the whole one shot in the future thing. It would probably mean that Virla would not necessarily be a member of the Aspera and see his friends in the same capacity.
That is correct. The decision's yours. There are resurrections floating around the field. The dice can always go in your way. They can go against you. Even if he, manages to get you, there's still a whole round before he'll get to go again. The lair actions are gone. The minions are gone. It is only him now.
I never have been one for the most optical mechanical outcome. But I think Virla understands this moment, and he kind of sees an inkling of what that could mean as far as his life as he knows it. He's not ready to relinquish that. He's not ready to relinquish his standings with his crew. And it's conflicting, because in doing so he would be saving them in a more tangible way. But
yes, in the immediacy he would be saving them, but he would only have one hand on the wheel for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Mister would have the other.
I, Noir, will choose to put my roles in Mistress' hands myself. And hopefully the dice will go in an amenable way. But I don't.
So you're choosing not to become legendary in this moment.
He is turning that down in this moment, yes.
Okay. I will tell you the option remains available to you in the future should you decide.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let everyone know to come back.
Hello? Was it Dexter? I bet it was Dexter.
Guys, the Progenitor is dead and Dexter is standing over him.
Did
with his
Mistra
fucking sword.
herself appear in a time stop to tell you stuff again?
That was not a conversation between Mistra and Virla. That was a conversation between Austin and Noir.
Oh.
It is the Progenitor's turn. I can't believe the Progenitor goes on 15 and it's Vhas on 4. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Progenitor is going to move here. And he's going to make 2 tentacle attacks. One against Dani. One against Virla. There's no advantage. Against Dani, that is a 17 to hit.
That does not hit. My AC is 18.
Against Virla, that is a 21 to hit.
I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
Stay up.
It floats in, 2 tentacles whip out at you. One misses Dani narrowly, the other strikes off of your arcane shield. You hear a in your minds, and then it says,
Delay it all you wish. Your death is inevitable. Your brains will fuel our future generations.
and then it turns its head to Kyana.
But not you. Chiefest of our failures. You belong on the pile of the dead.
Kyana?
Uh-huh.
The Progenitor is going to... He makes 2 tentacle attacks and then manifests a power.
Uh-huh.
He is going to manifest Brain Overload.
Uh-huh.
A sudden surge of energy appears in the mind of a creature he can see within 120 feet. They must make a Constitution saving throw, taking psychic damage on a failure, half as much on a success. If the target has a brain and is reduced to 0 hit points, which you already are,
Yeah.
their brain explodes, and if they cannot survive without it, they die.
Wow. So is that if I fail the
guys
con
watch.
save, or did this just happen?
Is this like a non?
This happens because you're already at 0 hit points.
Is this like a non-revivify? Is this like a non-resurrection kind of dealio? What's happening here?
This isn't what you
Revivify
guys
will
talked
not
about.
repair. Revivify will not repair a damaged, a ruined brain like this.
Resurrection might.
You guys
but then we need
watch
to
as a
get Vhas
tentacle
Well, we had a good run.
scoops Kyana up, raises her a few feet off the ground, hanging down. There's a sound like a whistle, and you watch as her head spasms and blood begins to pour out of ears, eyes, nose. A amber light fades from existence. Vhas,
I'll just mark off
It is
these
your
death
turn.
saves.
Okay.
Yes, Kyana is dead.
Start of my turn. We're gonna roll.
Virila's overwhelmed with guilt.
We are.
Noir is
roll-
overwhelmed with guilt.
I will roll them
Did you
on
have to
D20.
choose which
On
of us
roll 20.
died?
Shut up. Just don't worry about
Did
it.
you?
No, what?
No, he
Wait,
didn't choose.
no,
he did
no,
not choose who
I-
died.
no,
he did
no,
not choose
I
who
did not
died.
do that.
But Virla,
I did not do that.
Okay.
There is no. The Progenitor has to wait a whole. He has legendary actions, but that was a once per day ability he just used on Brain Overload, and he's got to wait a whole round of combat before his turn comes back up. There's a lot that can happen, but I'll remind you that the offer is still on the table should you choose Virla. Boss, please roll your saves.
Okay, not a crit.
So it is a success.
it is a
Vhas
success.
is at 1 success.
all right.
That brings us to Virla. Virla, what would you like to do?
Bonus action healing word Vhas.
Okay.
Okay. Huge.
1d4 plus
What level?
2.
First level.
4th.
4th, that is, I think, 44 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
11, 13.
Okay.
And I'm using my action while he's conscious to stuff a bonus to stuff a healing potion down his throat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Vhas, you come back up with the room over you spinning. Virla is feeding a potion down your throat.
Where I have one. Yes, potion of healing. There we go. 2d4 plus 2. 7. So what is it? 20.
7.
I'm going to look Vhas square in the eye and say, you need to live in the next 6 seconds to get Kyana back alive.
Vhas is gonna put his hand on Virla's cheek. Says, and before he says anything, he notices Kyana with the blood in her ears, and he understands. All right, mate, let's get this done. And he grips the sword.
Only if you can find her.
I need everyone. He's going to use a villain action. I need everyone to please make me a wisdom saving throw. Dani, Virla, and Vhas.
Oh my god.
That's a 16.
Thank you. Okay.
That's a failure.
I'm going to use my reaction to Flash of Genius to bring that up to 21.
That'll succeed. Virla?
Well, sorry,
Wiz
what
save?
was the roll? Wiz.
Wiz save. Vhas?
It's an 18.
18 will fail.
All of his
25.
DCs are 19.
25.
I can't. I have a -1 to this. I rolled a 19.
Virla, you succeed. Vhas, this is mind blind. On a failed save, you cannot see creatures other than Progenitor Surdurium for 1 minute. You can repeat the save at the end of your turn. Kyana, Virla, and Dani vanish to you. Any spell that requires you to see a creature will not work on them.
That's devastating for the healer.
Okay.
Yes. You are suddenly alone in a room with this creature, Vhas. Dani, it is your turn.
Dani blazes a little brighter, a little angrier, and is going to, without even thinking about things like legendary resistances, use the disintegrate function of the Spitfire Annihilator to cast disintegrate on the Progenitor.
Woohoo!
Okay, this is a save.
DC 18, I believe it is dexterity, yes. Oh, please fail it. I don't know if he's dexterous.
He's basically a balloon animal with extra flesh. He can't be dexterous.
That's a 15.
Fails.
He's going to use his second. He's going to use his second legendary save.
I knew he had one.
Legendary resistance.
All right. Does he still do the take the half damage feature, or is it just?
I do not believe disintegrate is half damage. I believe disintegrate
on a failed
is
save,
a
the target
or
takes 10d6 plus 40 damage.
Oh.
Hold on. It does not
Still does
say
a boatload
half.
of damage.
If it does not say on a successful save it takes half, then he takes no damage.
Then I have wasted this. Okay, cool.
It's not a waste. You eliminated his ability to resist a shit ton of damage. Where he might have soaked it, he instead... You watch as the gun charges up, and time seems to slow. A shot that would have crippled him, he just barely manages to dodge, and a sound fills the room as a beam of black energy shoots and just carves a hole straight through the wall out into wild space.
Bonus action, the Force Blast will fire on him.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yeah, definitely.
17 points of force damage, and he gets pushed 5 feet back.
Cool. Stands over Kyana's body. That brings us to his turn. He is going to walk here, and he is going to take 2 tentacle attacks at Dani.
Mm-hmm.
The first is definitely going to miss. The second is a 21 to hit.
I don't want to spend my 3rd level spell slot, so I will not cast shield, so that will hit.
Okay, it's just psychic damage.
It's halved because I'm resistant.
2 9s and 2 4s. 18 plus 8 is 26. Plus 6 is 30 down to 16 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
He is going to use his reaction to give you disadvantage on memory transfer. Please make an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage. DC 19.
One of those was a 20, and the other was a 9, plus 11 is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will succeed. You take no damage, and you do not have to worry about taking the debuff.
Cool.
Vhas's turn.
Alright. Now, when the Progenitor moved over next to me, did I see it move around the space that Kyana would have been?
You get pushed next to it.
It's...
Because in order to...
It does not see... It's not the illusion because it just did a bunch of stuff to Dani.
Right.
So if that's your concern, why do you ask? What are you trying to figure
I just need to be able to touch Kyana in order to cast Resurrection. I do not need to see her.
You know exactly where she fell. You don't, yeah.
Vhas grips the sword tightly on the hilt. Actually, no, on the blade, as a little bit of his blood starts to pour from his fingers onto the blade. He stumbles through the dark to where Kyana's body is. He feels it, that he cannot see her. He says, "Alright, as a warrior of Yizgard and champion of both the Gith Yankee and the Gith Sarai, dear multiverse, give me my goddamn friend back." And I cast Resurrection.
Okay. I don't want to be that guy. Resurrection, I just looked at it. It does take an hour.
Nope. The sword allows me to do it.
Okay, cool. that was my question. Thank
Important
God.
distinction.
I double checked.
Okay. Fearless Noir is less guilty now.
You reach out, you feel blood on the ground, and then a still arm. You reach out, press the sword to it, and the energy of the sword flows through you and into Kyana's still body. I want to read direction, a 7th level spell. Closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
My brain.
It's back.
Coming. Your brain repairs. Kyana, you feel air enter your lungs. Light fills your eyes as you open them. You are once again conscious. You return to life with all of your hit points.
Yes,
Thank
I get to
God.
hit the big restore life with full HP button for the first time.
You respawn.
Do take a -4 penalty to all attack roll, saving throws, and ability checks, though.
Yes,
I
you're
do?
gonna -4 from everything.
You're so exhausted.
Oh god.
Yes, the penalty, the ordeal of coming back from the dead has exhausted you. You're gonna take a -4 to all d20 rolls until you sleep.
No time for
Vhas,
that.
as you use a piece of your soul to heal Kyana, what trait of yours does she gain?
Blood.
I've never been this.
She loses
Just
blood.
no more blood.
I'm not. I guess Vhas has very sharp teeth.
Little
Hell
fangs.
yeah.
I get fangs.
So she gets fangs.
Pretty dope. Kyana, there's definitely a little something different going on. You are alive.
Huh.
Vhas, that was your action. Do you have any bonus action? Though you cannot see her, you can feel her begin to move.
I cannot use bonus actions. I'm dazed.
Oh, correct. So please make me a roll for that.
Oh god, am I
Kyana
still
still
dazed, or did getting my whole brain regrown fix
Yes.
that? No.
Okay.
It doesn't, however, remove magical diseases, curses, and the like.
Yes. Yeah, status effects remain, so.
Wait, but it removes curses and stuff?
It
doesn't.
it neutralizes poisons and cures normal
cures
diseases
normal
afflicting
disease.
the creature when it died. I guess
So
if
if
we're
you like
considering this a
died
magical
of
disease,
tuberculosis,
basically.
you wouldn't
It's
have
like
it
a
when you
magical
came
curse.
back.
Yeah.
It's a magical debuff. You cannot.
All right.
Yeah.
I see.
It does not go away.
I imagine the 17 doesn't save for.
17 does not save on it, sadly.
What about for the mind blank effect? I have to roll for that as well. Because I can
Mind
only
blind?
see the progenitor. That's a different save
Oh,
as well?
correct. Yes, you can also roll for that. That's another wisdom save.
So what, you need like a natural 20?
I don't know. That's another 17. I rolled 2 18s,
Oh, that's
and
brutal.
it's not enough.
DC 19.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Birla. Start of initiative.
Oh wait, Vhas doesn't know if it actually worked or not, so he's
Well,
kind
you
of
can feel me moving.
Yeah, you start to feel her move.
okay. All right, cool.
And
He
his
would've
sword
freaked out for a little
awakens,
bit 'cause
right?
he can't
His
see.
sword awakens.
Oh my goodness, and his sword awakens.
Yeah, I was
Vhas.
gonna say, what does that do?
What's his special power?
You look down. You
Thank
look
God, it gives
down
me- it buys me time
and
to
see
figure out
the
what to do.
edge of your blade hone. You may no longer cast Resurrection with this sword, but
course not.
it has now gained the Vorpal property.
Yo!
Let's cut some heads, mate.
What is that? Natural 20? It decapitates?
This bitch is going snicker
And if
snack.
And if it can't decapitate, it does a boatload of damage.
Yeah, it does like 10d10 damage or something if it's a legendary creature, I think.
Okay.
Talk about a frab just
Okay.
killed.
Birla, it is your turn.
Kalu Kalei.
Kyana is alive. Vhas' sword is awakened. What would you like to do?
I wanted to save this for him, but this is more important. My last 5th level spell slot, I'm gonna cast it, lightning bolt, at the Progenitor, and channel divinity. Just dump it all.
Hello, Mari.
Okay.
He's got a legendary.
How much?
We don't know if he does.
How much damage is that?
Where is it? 10d6, 60.
60. 60 half to 30 is not going to be enough to kill him.
Does he use his last?
He does use his last legendary resistance.
He's vulnerable. Kill him. Plane shift him. Do anything.
What
I don't know what plane shift would do when we're
someone
out of the
outside of
planes.
the planescape?
Yeah.
This is the perfect
How
time
would
to
you know
experiment.
that?
Maybe he just folds like an origami thing.
Bonus action. I'm swooping the spiritual guardians around here, and I'm attacking the Progenitor with it.
Okay. Spiritual weapon comes in.
Yeah. Man.
Come on, Google.
Ooh. Natural 14 plus 10, 24.
24 will hit.
5 plus 2 is 8 points of force damage.
Minus 8. Okay. That brings us to Dani.
Bonus action, the cannon's gonna fire on him.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
At disadvantage because it's within 5 feet of
Alright.
him.
21 is still the better roll. Or the worst roll.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be... Critically, he gets pushed into flanking with Kyana and Vhas. And also...
He does.
3d8 plus 5. $14 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 21 to hit also. I'm pulling a lot of
Yeah, 21 hits.
7 to 10s. 3d10 plus the artificer d8. 21 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I'll just sort of stand where I am.
He is going to use another villain action at the end of your turn. What is everyone's passive perception?
Still 20.
Still 9.
14.
Okay. To everyone except Kyana.
Oh.
He is still standing right there. To Kyana,
He's
you
doing
watch
that thing
as
again.
he uses Was I Ever Here? He appears invisibly. All the way in the corner over here. Invisible to everyone but you, Kyana.
Oh, that's not gonna save you, bitch.
He's invisible, or he has
Kyana?
another one of his like psychic projections.
So there is another psychic projection. All of
Okay.
you guys see the psychic projection still there. I've moved his token
Yeah,
because Kyana knows where he is. He is still invisible to you, Kyana, but you can detect his presence there. There's like a faint shift, almost Predator camouflage style, as he appears over there, and you can see just out of the corner of your eye. I have advantage and +8 on stealth. I rolled a 5 and a 10. He has an 18 stealth check against your 19 or 20 passive. He appears all the way over there, hoping to get one more round in. Kyana, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So
you are prone, I will remind you.
I'm prone and I am still dazed, you said, even though my brain got destroyed and regrew?
You know what? Yeah, it's weird. Let's even though you were dead, let's roll for the turn that didn't happen.
Okay.
Let's roll to see if it went away. It's an
What-
18 whiz save.
18 whiz save. Okay, well, stranger
Sorry,
things
19 whiz save. Everything's at 19.
Stranger things have happened. It's exactly an 18. Are you
Sorry
sure
about
there's
that.
nothing I can do to push that up? Because that means this means I can't get to him. Because I have to. Ugh.
It means you can either move, action, or bonus action.
Okay. Well, let's see. What's my movement speed again? Hold on. 50 feet. Okay. So it's 25 to stand up.
Yes. 25 to stand up, and then
Sheesh.
whatever you'd like to do with it.
So many possibilities. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Slowly advancing. I assume my astral form dropped on account of how I was dead.
Yes, your astral form did drop. It's interesting, actually, as you are running, you feel there's like when you come back to life, there's a rush of warmth. There's a rush of air, but you also feel strangely cold. And as you begin to stand up, you feel slowly Suvi coming back into your body.
Oh.
2 souls brought back with 1 spell.
That is a relief. Okay, well, my goal is to make it so he can't get past me without proccing an opportunity attack. So this isn't even running. This is like slowly dragging the sword, like horror movie style.
Not to teach her we have homework, but do you have reactions while you're dazed?
Do I have reactions?
That's good. I will double check that. It is a new condition to me. It's a condition I like though because it still lets you do stuff while it's way better than stunned.
It's not even on D&D Beyond. I couldn't switch it on.
It's not. It's get this. It's a Flea Mortals
Say
thing.
it with me,
Wow.
kids. It's from
Whoa.
Flea Mortals.
Is affected by a spell that gives them an extra action. It does not say anything about reactions.
Good.
So you're good.
And the other thing I'm going to do is
Okay.
make my wisdom save because it's the end of my turn.
It is the end of your turn. Go ahead and make that wisdom save.
It's another goddamn 18.
Okay. It is the Progenitor's turn. He's 15 feet away from you, right? Yeah, he is.
Please, make yourself known.
He's gonna roll at advantage because he's invisible. 2 attacks on you.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, the second one is a 19 to hit.
That also hits. My AC is 18.
Okay. So this is psychic damage. You're gonna have all of this.
You're at full, but are you like aided as well?
I don't know. I've never died
Whatever
before.
your max hit points are right now from aid, you have those. You went all the
Okay.
way up to.
I was aided?
I don't
you
think
aided?
I aided.
I don't know.
you.
I don't
No,
know if
nobody
Vhas
gave me
aided
aid.
you.
My
That's
hit
for you
point max
guys
is the
to.
same.
Never mind.
Okay, then don't worry
Ignore
about
me.
it. Okay.
That'd be cool though.
Would be cool.
13 points of psychic damage. I already have that for you on the
Okay.
first hit. Jesus, the 9s, the 10s, the 8s on these.
Sheesh.
31 down to 15 points of psychic damage on the second hit. And he is going to use Flay. He's going to I-beam you again.
Okay.
He's going to give you disadvantage with Brain Drain because you are grappled.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw, DC
Sure.
19.
Also, I'm sorry. Should I have been subtracting 4 from all of these?
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't make any saves anyway.
True. Good point.
Intelligence save, DC 19. My int is
Yes.
plus 5, but it's minus 4, so I need to roll an 18 or higher to succeed. Which I do not do.
Okay. You take... Flay is... $10d6. You take 15 points of psychic damage from Flay.
That's already halved?
That is already halved.
Okay.
How are you doing hit point wise?
I'm down to 51 of 94.
You guys watch as you can't see it. You all assume it's still standing there until Kyana runs over and then gets stopped in place, and you watch as the I-beam flashes out, just desperate now, trying to bring down the thing that is chasing him. The invisibility ends on his turn. That brings us to Vhas.
Come on, Vhas.
I only have an action, a bonus action, all my crazy bonus actions, I need to be able to see my goddamn allies, which I cannot do.
Correct. You can only see the Progenitor. Actually, yeah, so, you can only... Oh, no, his illusion's gone.
Yes.
That ended at the end of his turn. Never mind. So, you still know where he is. I was going to say, you couldn't see Kyana chase him down.
It doesn't matter. I'll stick to the good old Eldritch Blast. We got 3 coming at him.
Yeah.
Okay, you're prone, correct?
Yeah?
Because you were unconscious and you didn't stand up.
That
Because you
costs
can't
movement.
move
Yeah.
and
you
action.
can't.
So, I believe these attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Are they?
Okay. Disadvantage.
I think. Hold on. Let's double check prone. Maybe it's not spell attacks. Maybe
Yes,
it's only,
unfortunately, the
bonus
creature
attacks.
has disadvantage on attack rolls.
The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. All right, that includes these.
All right. So one at a time. Here we go. First one. 21.
That'll hit.
Second beam. A 19 and a 20. Yeah. It'll hit. And
Nice.
third
Okay.
one. 9 plus 10, 19 to hit.
All 3 will hit.
Okay. 3d10 coming at him. 1, 2, and 3d10. Okay. 20 points of force damage.
With 19 hit points left,
Yes. Oh, my god.
Vhas, kill him.
One copy.
I was gonna get my Virla kill. I was this fucking close. Virla was next. I was getting my. I was so close.
One
Boss.
copy of the sword through his shoulder, the other one through the chest, and then the last one straight in between the eye.
Brain, head cleaves, body slumps to the floor. Combat drops.
Oh, can we stop making dazed checks now?
Yes, over the course of a minute, the daze will wear off. The blind does not affect you anymore. Vhas. Good job, everyone.
Whew.
Vhas rushes over to Kyana and just inspects her. Fist, you alright? You there?
I'm so sleepy. But yeah, it feels like everything's here.
Alright, okay. Good. Alright.
Did I go anywhere interesting when I died, out of curiosity?
It's no, too brief. A single round is not long enough to. It takes narratively, it takes a few rounds to ascend to the astral plane, and then you would go somewhere else.
Oh,
So,
nifty. Okay. Next time.
next time. I also think I'd have to double check this, but I don't think it's typical to remember what happened to you when you died, because you kind of enter into a new phase. Your old self, like your new the petitioner version of you, doesn't really remember your old life. Like, it's kind of still you, but doesn't really remember. And vice versa. Coming back from being a petitioner would not really remember your time in, like, in heaven, wherever you went,
Neat. I need
All
to
right.
ask Subi then.
How is everyone feeling? I don't mean hit points. What are all of our PCs, headspaces? Virla?
Virla's glad that worked, and that he didn't have to do that.
The
But
mysterious deal.
he knows
I'm so curious.
he knows that there's one last thing left unmentioned.
The work's not done. Kyana? How does Kyana feel?
Weirdly, I think as soon as she stuck the sword in the Elder Brain, she was kind of like, oh, that was everything I was trying to do. This is weird. Like she intellectually knows there's other stuff she wants to do. Back in season 1, she had all these dreams, and then it turned out there was this Mindflayer problem that then proceeded to consume her entire life. And now it's like, oh yeah, I can go back to thinking about, like, other stuff. And then she dies. And it's like, well, okay, let's try that one more time.
It's a little bit Inigo Montoya. I've been at the Revenge so long, I do not know what to do anymore.
It's a little bit that, but honestly, mostly it's just a big relief, and it's like, nice little sleep. Being dead wasn't great, but it was also pretty quick. So, nice proper sleep next time, and then back to the high seas or something. But also, I think she's too alert to be 100% sure that this is done. Like, Dexter has to be here somewhere. Obviously.
You have not seen Dexter yet.
Yeah.
Dani, how does Dani feel?
Dani hasn't relaxed even a little bit. She's still fully on high alert. Like, so it's just something rather than like, it's not done. Nothing's done. This is when we get sucker punched every single time. I think she's kind of splitting her attention between, like, she's standing with the Spitfire Annihilator in her hand, sort of like scanning around the room, waiting for either the Nautiloid that they're on to start doing something that she'll have to react to, or for the man who killed her to show up and then to have to deal with that. And I think she's just kind of permanently locked in that hypervigilance, at least for the next minute.
I can go in the soup and try and pilot the Dreadnought, but there's a lot of brain in there right now.
One thing at a time.
Okay.
And Vhas, how does Vhas feel?
Vhas's mind is still buzzing from the psychic damage that he's taken in the past 30 seconds or so, and he has not lost. He's slowly getting up from the ground, but he's still keeping his eyes on the Mindflayer, thinking it might get up again. You know, it hasn't dawned on him that fight is done just yet. He doesn't know who the fuck Dexter is, so like that's not a thought in his mind.
That's right. You met him. You fought him.
You met him
Yes,
one time.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know he's here.
True.
As this most dangerous of battles that you have faced together comes to a close, here's the Aspera. What would you like to do?
Is there a PA system on this thing?
All right. Well, first,
Is there loot? Is there loot in this?
I'm gonna go to the soup.
let's before we all start touching buttons. Does anything feel like it's changed on the ship? Does it feel like we're moving? Does it feel like we're tilting over?
The ship stopped moving and stopped being animated when the Elder Brain that was part of the Progenitor was killed. There has been no change since then.
Okay, well, the ship isn't going anywhere.
We need to heal.
Yes.
I feel great, just a little dizzy maybe.
Looking pointedly at Dani, who I know has a supreme healing potion.
I don't. Vhas does. Vhas has the supreme healing potion. I gave it to someone
We're
else.
gonna parcel it out in little shot
Virla
glasses.
thinks.
Virla, I don't have a healing. I have a D4. Do you want a D4?
Oh wow.
I can pump. Well, who wants the supreme healing potion? And I'm going to pump everything except the 3rd level spell slot. I'll save that in case there's one more combat.
I think Dani, you might be the lowest, right?
I have 16 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll just hand you the supreme healing potion.
Or
Drink
Boros
that.
eating its own tail. I got you with goop.
You and I are. Like, no, I don't know why I'm saying this as Virla. You and I are like 20 apiece ish.
On a hypothetical scale of 1 to something.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a hand.
Times.
Give me a hand, mate.
I'll give him my hand in like a warrior's grasp type thing.
And I will twin
Don't
cast,
sound so excited about
Cure Wounds at the 4th level.
Okay.
it. Sweet.
How much is that?
I'm going to roll.
It's going to be 48 plus his charisma.
Correct.
If you're looking around here, I suppose now is the time to come out.
Oh.
We're both waiting on him, I think.
No answer.
If those guys are just waiting around, I do legitimately want to go to the soup and see if I can move the Dreadnought.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
19 points of healing damage.
It's a psionic spell jamming hamlet. Requires 2 minutes, 1 hour.
Are we waiting an hour?
I don't think we're
If
waiting.
there's nothing
it out.
coming, well, Dexter's not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm
The only place where
entirely
he-
out of hit dice. I can't benefit from a
The
short
only
rest.
place where he would go is here,
Or our ship.
which is some ways away.
Can we contact Emmy?
Yes. I'd be spending my last 3rd level.
We don't have like a sending stone linked to the ship, do we?
We have
so.
sending stones
I
on
think
the
all your
ship.
sending stones are either to other people or on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one connection we haven't made.
If you can send out a message psionically to the ship, Kyana.
Can I do that? I don't know if I can
You
do
can
that.
brain connect, but I think you have to be within like 30 feet to do it or something like that.
Mind Link has a longer range than that, but it's not crazy long. 140 feet. Interesting. It appears to be based on
Does the ship have
something.
in the goo pool piloting part, like readouts of what the rest of the ship looks like, schematics, maps, bathrooms this way, that kind of thing?
Do you want me to try and...
No, there's no written maps.
Not written, but like
try?
stored in the
All
info
Mindflayer
of the
stuff
pool,
is-
you know? Like the brain was always looking through it. Does it have like readouts about its own vessel on there?
You stick your hand in to see if you can incite the schematics of the ship by touching cyanic goo.
Well, if
No.
Kiana's...
Can I do
No, you
that?
can't
though?
That's what I'm saying.
On
If
account of how
Kiana's
I am
brain looking
psionic?
with it, is
If
she
you
getting
attune to the ship,
the
yes.
info?
Okay.
Ah.
I mean, I can try to start, but I have a sneaking suspicion something might happen before the hour is up.
What other choice do we have?
We could search the ship.
We could search
Like, we're
the
all a
ship.
little worn out, but we probably want to make sure the ship's all cleaned out of more problems.
And hopefully there's stuff we can use to repair ourselves as well. So,
Would it be worth ascending to Emmy to give her a more tangible signal to come back? She did see the ship stop, and so she might take that as a good
yeah,
sign.
the ship. She probably saw the ship literally stop.
Are there windows in this thing? Can we see the outside?
She definitely would have, because there's not windows in this chamber, but there are windows in the rest of the ship. Oh, by the way, all the doors reopen. This thing is
Yay.
relaxed now, so there's nothing blocking your path anymore.
Well, of course, we beat the boss, so all the doors to the boss chamber opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They think they beat the boss.
Hey.
What?
I don't think we got the boss yet.
Huh?
Well, the progenitor's dead.
Am I sending to Emmy?
What's timeline here? Because Emmy can get here, and then I really don't want
Dexter
the
can get
Paraspora unattended when it arrives. Like, we need to be ready to meet it, so we need to know if we are sending
I was
Emmy
going to tell her.
time
I was
ETA.
I was going to tell her, don't come back until you see us on the ship waving our arms, saying, "Hey, come over here."
It might be worth letting her know, because I don't think we warned her, because I feel like this is the first time we've come up with the idea that Dexter might just try and hijack the Paraspora again.
Well, I think, I don't know about you guys, but I was under assumption that Dexter might be in this room trying to fight us at the same time, so this is sort of a new element.
Yeah.
So it is worth sending to Emmy.
Yeah, I think it's worth at least warning, or letting her know that we're still alive, but we're taking our time on the ship. And for her to not come back yet?
Can I ask, and I know this sounds insane coming from me, why are we taking our time on the ship?
It gives us an hour to attune to the ship.
To do what?
We can heal,
Move it?
to commandeer it and either get it out of here, or in the chance that Dexter does come and steal the Paraspora, to chase after it.
I guess.
Oh, we could just leave it here. I don't see why.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort
That feels like littering.
I mean, you have the bomb, right?
It's space.
We just got to space and we're already putting trash
Space
out
debris
here?
is actually a very serious issue.
Also,
Austin.
it is a creature. It'll die eventually. It'll die eventually if no one feeds it.
That's exactly the same as littering. It's not going to be less litter because it's more dead.
Dani, in all honesty, if Dexter were to come to us right now as we are without healing any further, do you think we can take him?
No, but I don't know that waiting around on this ship is the best way to, look, if...
I have a suspicion that if we go and tell Emmy to meet us at the deck, Dexter will meet us at the deck.
Do you want to do that?
I want to see him.
Quick
Not in the
question,
condition we're in,
mates.
though.
I just want to make sure we know. I know who this is. This is the backstabbing fella, right?
Yeah,
remember
you
he-
fought
he
him
looks
before.
like
He was in
comes out of
prison.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Backstabbed
Mannequin?
you.
Yeah, that guy.
He was in the prison.
Killed the
He's now
captain at
working
one
with-
point.
He's working with the Mindflayers. He was the one
Right,
who killed
okay.
Casimir.
All right, just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yes.
In that case, I'm with leaving this nightmare of a ship here in whatever space in between worlds that we're at, and we just go home and hope he doesn't show up.
Normally I would say no, but I'm really sleepy.
Right, it's time to go home, mates. Mission accomplished, right?
Hope so.
All right. Be ready for a sneak attack.
Be ready for a.
Come on, man. Come on.
As you say that,
I
You
don't
said
know.
the magic words.
It seems like the benefit of resting would be we can move this ship if we wanted to, and we might be better faced for Dexter. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but there's literally nothing that would make me more prepared to fight Dexter than this exact second. So I guess I'd kind of defer to.
Fair enough. Vhas and I really are the only ones who are at any risk of dying anytime soon.
Well,
And we're used to that, I think.
Do you two want us to rest?
No. I'm fine to keep going.
We can keep going.
Let's go.
okay.
Okay. What would you like to do? You're gonna go and do what?
If we're going to the deck already, I don't think I'm gonna cast Sending. We're just gonna make it to. We're gonna make it to the deck as quickly as possible, and we'll meet Emmy there, hopefully.
Okay. You guys pass back down.
Being cognizantly aware that we could be snuck attack, so
yeah,
I'm
staying in like scanning mode the whole time.
right.
Okay. Anyone who'd like to make a perception check can.
Suspicious.
Who has the best perception roll right now?
Kyana's at a -4.
So only a +6.
That's still better, I think, than all of us.
Yeah, I think so.
I rolled a
too.
19 minus 1, so 18.
Oh,
I was gonna give them a bardic inspiration as well.
I rolled a
Some of
4,
those
so
to
it's a
throw around.
10.
15.
Yeah. I'll give it
Whoever
to
you
the
want to
captain.
inspire, Vhas.
Yeah.
But if I can use my passive perception, it's just going to be a flat 16 right now. Okay.
Dani gets the bardic inspiration.
Also,
add a D8 to that.
the negative applies to your passive as well.
Yeah, which is why it's a 16 and not a 20.
Yeah.
Alright,
You forget who you're talking
Sorry,
to?
my bad. You're right. It's usually 20. My bad.
with the inspiration that goes
What's
up
up,
to
Dan?
22. Or the 4.
22. Okay. Careful to not be snuck up upon. You make your way back down the many levels. I would say there's no more, like... You guys can just climb down. It takes you half movement, but you guys can just climb down the walls. There's no barriers in your way, and... You know, there's no... You're not in a rush anymore, so you can take your time. You climb down the walls, exit carefully, probably with Kyana's help, out of the... There's the pool of tadpoles at the bottom of the shaft that you don't want to fall into. So with Kyana's help, you guys are able to traverse that. You pass the rooms for Ceramorphosis, the monk rooms, that place again. You go back out the way you came, past the wreckage of the fight with the Inevitable, which is currently completely gone. Just the blood and guts and gore of the Mindflayers and other creations that tried to stop it. You make your way back to the deck, and you see that the Paraspora is there waiting for you up against the deck.
Before, at some point during that whole trek, I'm going to just say out loud, if we do end up coming against him, I get the killing blow. I'm declaring that now.
All right, mate.
Okay.
I can't.
Get him down if you need to, but don't kill him.
I can't promise you that. Virla, I respect that you've got a history, but I do too.
You don't understand.
All right, then explain it.
Dani, I made a deal with the devil, and you know this. I'm telling everyone this. It was the devil that I had told. I'm now forgetting his name, but in Hades.
Kinziru.
Who knows?
Well, you can't say that, but...
Well, in Hades, the devil that I was talking to, or the demon, or yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was the one that I had told. He who knows 10,000 things and keeps 10,000 secrets.
Right. That's
One
real.
of the
That's the thing
one of the
that's happening?
conditions. One of the conditions is that he is allowed to select a person on whom I cannot kill. He nearly held up that end. He nearly made me hold up that end of the deal before we killed the Mindflayer back at Heroes. I don't know to what degree and how closely he is following the letter of the law of that I get to... he stays my hand, or whether me in this instance refers to me and my own. But as much as I like to indulge in technicalities, this is one line I am not willing to cross.
So you're saying
But if he
you won't
stops
die.
you...
He can't. If assuming, and I have a high suspicion, because he knows. It seems to some extent. I have a high suspicion that Dexter is the one he is saving.
So do you think if he stops you, you would have to stop the rest of us from killing Dexter?
And that's why I'm asking you now. I don't want to be in that position once we're in combat.
He made a deal with you.
Again, this is not something I want to necessarily dig into each word and its meanings to try and find a loophole in. I don't want to risk that. Not with this person.
I'll just wait for it to happen. I can't think about it. It's giving me a headache. I've had too many headaches in the past hour. I don't need this right now.
It's been a very headachy day.
All right, Amy, ship. Hello.
Before we go, there was that big cannon on the top of the nautiloid. If we aim it at the nautiloid, like in, maybe through the door that was right there.
Didn't you take out its power source?
I did take out.
You do have its power source.
I'd like to put it back.
The gun. It would take you some time. You put it back in your gun.
Could I blow up the nautiloid? Do you think could I rig that?
Do we still have
with
the bomb?
Time, you definitely maybe, yep, possibly with time. But if you're gonna blow it up with the gun, you're gonna have to leave the power source behind because it's gonna have to power up the gun to blow up. If you're just gonna shoot the gun at the ship, theoretically you could destroy it. It would take you forever to shoot it to pieces.
I have an ability as an artificer that's I can detonate my arcane cannons. So using the knowledge that allowed me to do that, I'm wondering if that could rig the gun to similarly detonate, and if that explosion would be big enough to destroy the nautiloid. Because Dani's thought process is, we probably shouldn't just leave this thing floating here. But it could also just serve as functionally a prison for Dexter forever unless he's on the Aspera. So if we sweep the Aspera and clear it, and as we're leaving, rig that to blow up.
Honestly,
you could do that. You'd have to leave the power source behind on the cannon,
I'm willing to sacrifice being able
to
have the Supreme Annihilator in order to blow up a nautiloid.
Okay.
I understand.
This is a, several minutes check that you're going to have to do if you choose to do that.
Yeah.
So, that's up to you.
We can search the Aspera while you do that. But keep an eye over your shoulder as well. Split into two.
Are you okay with that, Virla? Because it does seem like I'm doing Dani's version of a technicality, and I'm not as adherent to the letter of the law as you are, but I'm also not the one who made the deal. Is this gonna cause a problem?
I'll let you know if it does, but I sense nothing on my end. So far. But then again, you haven't actually started the process, so who knows? He has a bit of a sense of humor, so he could proc it seconds before it's meant to detonate.
Let's start sweeping the Aspera.
Okay, so all four of you are going to board?
All four of us will board.
Marching order, please.
Let's all sweep the ship, and then if we can leave.
Well, first things first. Is Emmy responsive?
You get on the ship. There is no Emmy response. As Boss
Dexter's
calls
on
out
the
the hey
goddamn
Emmy.
ship.
All right, come out.
We know you're here, asshole. You're not that sneaky.
You guys board the ship, and you're walking up to the helm, and appearing by the mast, out of reach of all of you guys, coming out of his invisibility, you see Dexter.
Invisibility.
Give her back, first
Hello
of all.
again.
Give her back.
Feels like cheating.
I wanted to start with carrots, not sticks, but I'm no fool. I wasn't going to come with only that. Rest assured, your friend Emmy is safe and quite angry at me. It seems that I gravely wounded a friend of hers.
Oh.
And while I regret that, I do understand her anger. In fact, impressed at it. I hope for no harm to come to her.
Who was the friend?
So let's speak.
Casimir. Remember?
Casimir.
Plug's on the ship, too. I'm allowed to be worried for my buddy.
I didn't even think about that.
Little dudes are on the ship.
So,
Sorry.
Oh, mate.
It's been a very
Boss,
long day. I died.
Hello. You,
been a
I
long
don't
day.
know. I see they traded out the tall one.
I guess so, yeah.
Sorry, point of order. He's on the mast, like he's like away
Is
from
he
us?
next
He's
to
standing. He's just standing in front of it. He's just on
Oh,
the
okay.
deck.
I see.
He says to you, "So, now that you know what I have, hear me out. I know that that's not easy for you. I know that I haven't earned that, but hopefully, you're all smart enough to know that this is the best path forward." He says, "Emerson brought me aboard this ship, into his home, made it our home, to be the deal maker. I'm the very best at it, at finding out what people need, what they want, getting it for them. And I know you don't remember it, Virla, but I never came to the table empty-handed. I'm sorry. That's uncalled for. I'm sorry for many things, Virla. Believe it or not, I didn't want it to all go down like that. Our friends didn't deserve to be captives. You didn't deserve to be abandoned. Emerson certainly didn't deserve to die. But without all of that, we'd never have made it here." He spreads his arms. "Was it worth it? Perhaps the price was too high. But at the end of the day, we both have to agree, it worked. It worked." I'm sure you don't share my sentiments there, so I'll cut right to the deal. We don't need to continue being enemies. I could have taken your ship just now. You left me ample time, but I didn't want you to be chasing me forever. And I know, unless you agree to this, we will be. At each other's throats forever, until one of us has killed enough of the other's loved ones that there's no one left to avenge them. So, let's put that behind us. I was worried that your drive for revenge was going to thwart the mission, but the mission's over. You made it. The past is over. It can't be changed. The future goal is met. There is only this moment, and what you choose to do with it. Here is my proposal. You leave me here. Without the progenitor, the invasion is over. Without a pilot, the ship is dead in the water. Kill whatever abominations may still be wandering around, if you please. Destroy the tadpoles. Destroy the incubating ships, if you'd like. Just leave me here alive. With no tricks. With the goal that we accomplished. Leave me to my lonely victory. And, in return, I'll tell you what you wish to know about your past. I'll tell you where you're from.
I'll step down. I'll walk past Dexter towards the front of the ship. And I kind of motion him.
He moves to keep his eyes on everyone and follows you, his body half turned.
1 carat now. Where am I from?
Oh, you mistake me. I wasn't speaking to you, Virla. He turns and looks at Kyana. The one who called itself Scalpel and Corruption was one of the Illithid who started the cover of the monastery, who stole the children to be turned into weapons, and it kept close track of where it took every specimen from, so that the most promising sources could be revisited. That is my offer. Leave me be, return to your world, or explore the new, it doesn't matter to me. Leave me to my lonely fate alive. And Kyana, in return, I will tell you where you were born. Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know whether or not your mother is still alive?
Kyana sits down heavily.
I'm gonna rub my temple. I'm gonna tap it. I'm gonna tap the side of it. I'm gonna try and send a signal to Kyana to mind link.
make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Let's bring up Dexter's
Natural 20.
stats.
Natural 20?
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Come on, people.
Yes.
I'm gonna let it stand.
Yeah, I think it takes her a second, but yeah, Kyana will mind link with Virla. It's been a hot minute.
Choice.
Shake the rust off.
The choice is yours. You know where I stand. But I don't want to deprive you of your origins.
Whew. My past and my future have never really been mine before. And I'm excited to see where they take me. But I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. People have been telling me that since I was born. I can't do that to someone else.
I am doing what I am wanting with my life, and that is to put the choice up to you. Sorry to be selfish, but you have to be selfish now.
Canadian standoff.
I stand by you.
The question, how selfish is Kyana going to be? Does she want this answer?
I mean, yeah, but like
or does she want the person
also
who killed her friend dead?
Her friend.
the thing is like not to, this isn't even like metagaming, but Dexter's proposal of like leave me floating in wild space in a crippled ship is like, that is not appreciably different to Kyana than him just being dead. I don't know. Like that feels okay.
He said he was a good deal maker. He came to you with everything you wanted to hear.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is unconditionally a good deal, except for the fact that Virla really, really wants to kill this guy. I already have a lead on another Orolonwe, and I've been, making connections with Suvi and stuff like that. Like, the problem is both options are good. I could choose to, close the loop on that and just quickly get the answer and move on to the next adventure, find all that stuff. Or I could not deprive my friend of the one thing he's wanted since he became conscious.
Like, you can tell, like, at least through insight, that he means this wholeheartedly. As much as he wants to kill Dexter, he is honoring what you want first and foremost. He is willing to give this up if this is really what you want.
Kyana's never been really good at knowing exactly what she wants. It always takes her a very long time to get there. And I think... Damn it. I don't want to just serve this back into Virla's court, but I think given the choice between find a story about a family you have no memory of, or do something for your family...
Are you trope sensing me?
No. Yes.
Are you guiding me down the more narratively satisfying path?
I'm just saying that from Kyana's perspective, it never even occurred to her that a mom might exist out there in some context. And
well,
she
how
has
does she
people.
Feel about that?
Didn't really click before, Had a bit of a dearth of good. No, Surf It. I always mix those up. She had a not large number of decent mentor figures. My point is, for Kyana, this is not really a choice. This is still Virla's choice. Dexter has a carrot. It might be nice. It's not her call.
Okay. Virla will extend the staff of the Clockwork Swarm. Gestures Dexter to take it. Swear on it.
He's gonna make an insight check against you, Virla. If you're planning something, you're gonna have to roll a deception to trick him into doing this.
Fine.
Okay. Are you attempting to trick him?
I am.
Okay. He has regular proficiency in insight.
Come on, Noir.
I'm gonna roll this in front of the board. He has a +6 proficiency and a +3 wisdom. This gives him a +9 to his insight.
Okay.
And I have a -2.
Bro.
Can't wait for you to play a bard.
1d20 +9. Here we go. It's a natural 16 +9.
All right. I mean, I'll roll. It's a 15 minus 2 is a 13. But Virla does it anyway.
He smiles. He goes, "No tricks today."
I'm going to spend one sorcery, my last sorcery point,
Okay.
to subtle spell silvery barbs with my last first level spell slot.
Woo-hoo-hoo, the combo.
He rolls with +9. Virla rolled a, what'd you say?
13.
Total.
13?
I don't
13
think that
total?
can... Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I
It's
can
up,
do it.
it's up to you, Wally.
That
It would have to be a 3, 2, or a 1?
A 3, 2, or 1.
fuck it. Why not? Yeah. Do it. I'm doing it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll in front of the group one more time.
Can I use my bardic inspiration on this? if Vhas is giving me a bardic inspiration?
I could also do that as well. Can I?
The order
Yeah,
of
I'll
operations
allow
is
it.
getting a little
Okay, yeah. We'll do both.
Yeah, we'll allow it. Okay, go ahead, roll your D8, D10,
D8.
whatever the fuck it is.
Okay.
D8.
Oh, okay. 7.
So it's a
dirty
dirty
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
So now it's a 50-50
If he
shot.
rolls a 10 or lower on this,
Oh, no.
All right.
to
Sharper than
27.
Sharpies.
All right, so it fails. But Virla does it anyway.
Oh. He smiles. He says, "Oh, you're not better than
Oh,
that."
wait.
Oh, yeah?
Could I silver barbs give somebody else advantage? Oh no, it's too late. He
Well, you
already
gave-
run the
No, you could give Virla advantage on the
I'm
check.
so sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Vhas gave me bardic inspiration last session. That has since
Okay.
gone away.
Oh,
I
okay,
thought
okay. So
what I meant was the advantage if Vhas wants to give me the advantage.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
he still rolled. He re-rolled. You get to take the 25.
Well,
I'll say if you can hit a nat 20 on this, I will. It's technically for attack rolls, but I will honor a nat 20 ability check if you can roll a nat 20 on this deception.
All right. Dirty 1.
Oh, devastating. It's not meant to be.
Okay. As this order of operations ends, he just shakes his head, waves it away, and says, "No tricks today. Be an honest man, Virla. Emerson would want that. I can give you the answers, or not if you choose. I'm sure that you want Emmy back. I'll even throw in the docent, if it would make you happy. All of you swear to never pursue me again."
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Take him, and I'm going to break the clockwork staff in half.
Hell yeah.
I knew it.
There's no surprise around here. We're rolling initiative, and I will see everyone next week for the final fight against Dexter.
Oh, fuck
Are
you.
you kidding
God.
me? Are you seriously just leaving it? Oh,
It's Dani's
Austin,
explosion
I hate
button
you
that we
so
put in all
much.
the way back
Why
when
would
we did
you-
our little clockwork thingy.
I'm
Oh
so
my
tired.
god! Why would you leave it here? I was so ready for this fight, and okay.
FYI,
It's fine.
Virla's not surviving
fine.
this blast.
It's fine.
No. Why
It's
would
okay.
you do
Hey.
that?
Cause
I saved the third level spell
you
slot
know, we'll
for
see.
a
We'll see
reason.
what happens.
because he is
might,
filled with anger and is inciting people to riot.
Great. Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
a good point. It's what his character
So there's
would
good
do.
news. So there's good news, which is that he doesn't know Vhas's abilities. There's the bad news, which is he knows almost all of the rest of yours.
We're rolling initiative now, you said?
We're gonna pick up with initiative
Next
next
week.
week on the finale.
Thanks for listening. Now we're all very stressed. Danny was ready to be so pissed at anyone who said, yes, I'll take the deal, so
was
I'm so glad it's going
fine.
this way.
I was fine when we started, and the stress levels just kept going up. And even when they were supposed to go down, they just kept going up. So thank you for that, Austin.
There is a 50-50 chance that I get teleported into a different planescape, which is scientifically uncharted territory.
Oh my gosh.
That's oh my
the search
shit.
for
You're
Virla.
right.
Wait, how does that work?
Yeah, if 50-50
What?
roll
He's
on
gone from this reality. You don't find him.
Huh?
Birla.
Wait,
Probably not.
I'm sorry. What? Why is
But
that
if
a
you-
thing that can happen?
because otherwise he would be caught in the blast.
No,
But he's
What are you doing that's going to give you a 50-50 shot of disappearing from
Yeah.
existence?
not
You
disappearing
know
from
what?
existence.
I
but
guess
but
we'll find
breaking-
out next week.
Yeah.
Catch you
God.
then, everyone.
Bye.
I got shit I need to
Bye.
do this week. You can't do this to me.
Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rolling with Difficulty, the adventures of the crew of the Aspera. We'll be back next week with another thrilling episode, but if you miss us in the meantime, be sure to check out the Rolling with Difficulty Discord server for more fun conversations with other fans. If you enjoyed the show, please rate us and leave a review on your preferred podcast platform, and if you really enjoyed the show, consider becoming a patron for exclusive benefits like monthly hangs with the cast, special art and articles, and more. Links to all that and other fun things can be found in the show notes below. Thank you again for listening, and we'll catch you out on the Astral Sea.